I heard that Malik Scott said that the way Terrence Crawford retired, it was like he was making himself out to be a victim. Tried to process that, like, where could that have come from? It must have been because Terrence told Aiden Ross, I'm not going to get credit anyway, which, I mean, for the majority of Terrence's career has been kind of true. But that's the thing, people are disingenuous. People are, they are the way that they are. That, yeah, I mean, they tried to shit on his undisputed run at 140. They absolutely did. Oh, he didn't fight anybody down there. And then at 147, not long after he beat Errol Spence Jr. for a fight that took about 5 years to make, the first thing they started doing was making excuses for Spence. Oh, the car accident. Y'all wasn't worried about the car accident in the buildup of that fight. Y'all was still talking shit like nothing happened. And I remember that immediately after the car accident, the year of, they said that his that most of what he endured was superficial. They're the ones who provided the reassurance that Errol would still be able to come back in tip-top form. And especially after the Ugas fight about 2 years later, when he beat Ugas and he stopped him, they were really emboldened by that. So that the first thing they did after Terrence beat him was start making excuses. I mean, literally. So he goes up there, time passes, and he goes up there and he beats Canelo. And, you guys know I'm a fan of Canelo, so I'm not trashing him per se. But there were people making excuses about that. I've seen guys on this channel go as far as saying as Canelo sold his belts. Or even though Canelo is 2 years younger because he has more fights, he's older. And I'm just thinking, and what the fuck is Terrence supposed to do about that? So when he has this feeling that there's always going to be a group of people that discredit what I do, I mean, no, he's not wrong. Like, I seen that shit myself, just being a content creator. There was not a lot of reason for Terrence to stick around after that Canelo fight anyway. There was not a lot of reason. For what? I think it was Steve Kim that said that he heard that Yanni Beck losing, Yanni Beck, the situation that he's in right now with the Peds, that influenced Terrence's decision because that was a guy that he was looking at that, if he's going to go down to middleweight, it would presumably be for Yanni Beck because nobody gives a fuck about Lara and, nobody gives a fuck about Carlos Neva. So, it might have been that way, but it was just weird to hear that. That was like, earlier this week, a couple of days ago, that Malik Scott tried to say that the way that Terrence retired, he was making himself out to be a victim. You can't state matters of fact anymore, is what I noticed. And in this era that we in, if you state a fact, they always want it to be something other than what the fuck you saying. Oh, you hating? Oh, you being a victim? It's like, no, it's a fact. If they not giving you credit for Spence, some of them, not all, but some, if they're not giving you credit for Spence, and there are literally people out there right now trying to discredit you win over Canelo, if that's like, what else are you gonna do? What else can you do? What do you got to do? Go up to heavyweight, fight Usyk? I wanted him to retire personally. I wanted him to retire. I said it's not going to get bigger than Canelo. There certainly is not a bigger money fight than Canelo. I don't think there is a bigger legacy fight than Canelo. I don't think there is one. No. I'm not. What do you want to know what I am for, though, is what I want to know. Why the fuck would that be relevant information for you if I am or I'm not? Y'all internet people are some weirdos. Think about it. It's not something you would ask a dude you don't know in a regular environment. The dudes is weirdos. But yeah, it wasn't nothing left to do anyway. If anybody's made themselves out to be a victim, Malik, it's your boy. It's Wilder. Like that, it's the irony killed me when I seen the shit, because I'm like, Terrence is making himself out to be a victim. Then what the fuck was Wilder doing? Mark Breland poisoned me. The costume was too heavy. Fury cheated. Jack Reese count was too long. And high butt Kenny Ellis, he was a crab in a bucket. That dude blamed everybody for some shit that he brought on himself. If anybody was being a victim or trying to be a victim, it was your best friend, Malik. It was Wilder. Bud has to beat Godzilla to get the credit. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Jamaican and British, bro. Like Jamiroquai. Futures. You don't know nothing about that. Shout out to Jamiroquai. Keith Thurman, before Keith Thurman, with the big velvet hat. But yeah, like the irony killed me in that shit, because I'm like, how could you sit there with a straight face and say that, given who your man is, your buddy, your boy? That dude blanked the whole world for that ass whooping that he got. It was everybody's fault. Because Fury cheated, because Kenny is a crab in a bucket, because Jack Reese counted too long, because Mark Breland drugged me. Right? Bombaclat, brethren, space cowboy. Correct, good. I agree. Malik Scotch was a bum that took a dive for real. I seen that shit. I bugged out like, yo, it's just up is down, black is white, left is right. That's what it is. How could you sit there with a straight face and say that about Bud, who made no excuse? Like, what excuses does he have to make? What victim does he have to be? That shit made no fucking sense. Like, Brody, if we gonna talk about people that made themselves out to be victims, that was your boy. And he's still making excuses for that shit. He makes excuses for everything. Oh, Usyk only want to fight me because I started getting beat. Brody, from the moment that Usyk arrived at heavyweight, you've been getting beat. He arrived at heavyweight October 2019. You got your ass whooped a few months later in February by Fury. So the whole time he been at heavyweight, you've been getting your ass beat. So, I mean, really, there was never a time where he was at heavyweight and you wasn't getting your ass beat. I don't know how he got cake, though. Malik used to, I mean, like, yo, he probably, I mean, just because his boxing takes is trash, that don't mean he can't fuck the shit out of Kate Ab, though. You know? He probably licking that shit from the front to the back. Like, oh my God, I've never been fucked like this. It's incredible. You know, she got that accent. Oh my God. Live from the zone. I've never been fucked like this. I seen a picture of Ryan. And he back to looking. If you look at the recent pictures of Ryan, he is back to looking jacked. Gee. I wonder why. I wonder why. You know? He all cut up now, just like he was before the Haney fight. He all swole, got the abs rocking, got the shoulders popping. Gee, I wonder why. He said that shit? That's not surprising. All these like weird young motherfuckers from this crop is like that. Shakur and Keyshawn is wearing matching outfits. Javante paints his nails, wears purses, and makes googly eyes at white boys. Devin dresses like a flat out weirdo. He dresses like a henchman in Streets of Rage. So It's not at all surprising that Ryan is letting guys play in his butthole. That is not surprising. That's not surprising. Nothing about them dudes surprised me, man. Oh, that Ryan is letting guys play in his butthole. What up? Tell me something I don't know. Floyd Schofield is saying that Rainbow Senior, of course he is, bro. Of course he is. Shakur, you buns. You don't want to fight my son? We want to fight Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason. Bill got burned. Bill got turned out in jail. Oh shit. Did he? I don't know. I don't know. You know? I don't know. I know motherfucking Mama Sko said she shot a motherfucker, killed the motherfucker. That's what Mama Sko said. Mama Sko said that to Greg Hackett. I killed somebody. I was in Rikers Island. I got bodies. Yo. Yo, man. Yo, man. You know what the wild part would be? That the shit probably true. That's the wild part. That motherfucker woke up on the wrong side of the Midol and popped the motherfucker. Ain't nobody who killed nobody ever parade that shit. Nah, I mean, I don't know, Lucius. You know, different strokes for different folks. But I know when he was arguing with Greg, I seen that shit. He was like, you not nobody. I killed the motherfucker. I was like, you know what I'm saying? He said that shit with a straight face. You not nobody. You not like me. You get shot and run to the cops. You not like me. It's hot and you don't got to work on the block. You not like me. It's hot you ain't got no drop. You not like me. Like me, dude. You not like me. That shit was crazy, yo. Y'all think Mama Sko killed the motherfucker? Y'all qualify that shit? You think Mama Sko got bodies in these streets? Blam, blam, blam. This Shay Davis, man. My gun go blam. Gun butt you in your head, smack the shit out you, man. Michael Morales at least doesn't hide it, bro. Was out on the streets of Ecuador with a dress on and knocking on the door for a UFC title fight. Hey, yo. Mama ain't killed nothing but his straightness. I don't know, man. Mama Sko say he got bodies in these streets, man. He popping motherfuckers out here. He blasting motherfuckers out here. Yo, for real, he do. That motherfucker look like the Predator. Okay, pussy face. Let's dance. Morales on some other shit. Yo, I think a lot of motherfuckers is on some other shit. High key. But yeah, I seen Ryan is back to being jacked. He gonna win that Barrios fight, man. He gonna win that shit. Cause he back on the Osterin. Except now, I believe the World Boxing Council will help look the other way. They don't make no money from Barrios having that belt. They don't make no money from that. And they won't make no money if Sissoko took the belt from Barrios. They doing whatever they got to do to get Ryan that belt. What it do, Darren? Ryan got the grist. He jacked again, bro. It's a picture of him, and the shoulders is popping. The chest plate is popping. The abs is rocking. It's like, how you go for... All right, and I literally said that shit way before. Yo, he's going to get back on the Osterin because this not a Turkey LL Sheik show. This not a Riyadh season, nothing. This ain't nothing like that. This basically a Golden Boy PBC show. That dude is going to get right back on the source, and it's going to be a wrap. He don't got the raspy, he don't got the Jadakiss voice again, but he jacked. Dude is jacked. And you telling me you got like that because you training with Henry. You got like that training with Henry. Your father. Come on, B. A lot of shit boils down to common sense, y'all. A lot of shit. I mean, that'd be funny as shit, pal. I ain't even gonna front. That would be funny as shit. If Ryan weighs in at 150, I'm convinced Mauricio would still sanction that. Yo, dog, the other shit is, I did a video on that shit. They trying to justify that shit. And this is the shit that hurts boxing. Because for protecting Ryan and protecting Rolly, y'all are doing greater damage to the division. Y'all doing that to get a little bit of money. Because y'all figure that if Rolly got a belt, we get more money than if Giasov got a belt. You figure that if Ryan got a belt, we get more money than if Sissoko got a belt. It's only half true. While you will get more money from doing this to the division and the sport and not allowing it to be a sport, you're doing more harm than good. It's supposed to be that the top talent permeates to the top. So that if an unknown fighter is a better fighter than a Ryan, if an unknown fighter is a better fighter than a Giasov, you supposed to let that happen so that he could become a known fighter, so that he could become an attraction. You not letting that natural process take place, and it's to the detriment of the division. Because who do you really think is excited that Rolly got a belt? Who cares? Like, nobody cares about that dude. You confusing people keying on the internet where the sound bites is free and the audio is free, the video is free. You confusing internet metrics with real world dollars. Rolly don't pack no house out, bro. Rolly don't sell out no Barclays Center. I don't think Rolly would sell out the Punch Bowl. You confusing people being amused by his dumb shit online with real world money. How many of them people that watch all those YouTube videos, all of those interviews, watch all of those sound bites, and they think he's the funniest fucking shit? How many of those people do you think actually spend money to see him fight? It destroys the integrity of the sport. It's the same. I mean, yeah, like I wouldn't know, because you know what? The WWE has an end game. They put together a storyline and they're successful with what they're doing. That's the difference. They're successful with the strategy that they are employing, whereas boxing is not successful. This is what's supposed to be better than Zuffa, y'all. This shit that we looking at, this is what's supposed to be better than Zuffa. Right, Rolly having a belt, Ryan coming off a loss, right into a title shot, coming off a loss, and a doping suspension before that. This is what's supposed to be better than Zuffa, so that they could look at Dana and look at Zuffa and say that shit is wrong. Oh, but this shit is right. This is better. This same old shit. Sells out the crayon. Try to tell you, bro. They spent all those weeks and all those months worrying about Dana White and what's supposed to be his dubious business practices. But where is Sean Zettel? I would like to know, where is Sean Zettel's video about how stupid this is? You got a dude literally got suspended. He accepted the suspension. He didn't have a choice. He couldn't defend himself. He got suspended for the Peds. Got suspended. Got his victory overturned for the Peds. He comes back a year later, loses to come back almost a year later again for a title shot. Sean, anything you want to add? You want to say anything about that? Nah? Cause Zuffa, right? Cause Zuffa. Cause the fighters. the fighters y'all care so much about. Fighters is getting fucked right in front of y'all. And y'all not doing nothing. Giasov is getting fucked. How much longer he gotta wait for his shot? Andy Hirioka has been waiting for over a year for his shot. How the fuck did Gary get the shot at the belt before him? Andy Hirioka been waiting. He sat like that dude been waiting for a minute. Y'all care so much about the fighters. Make a video about that. Nah, cause Zuffa. Nah, Zuffa. Cause Dana White. My motherfucking ass, bro. It's the shit I'm talking about. Y'all not for the fighters. You are catering to someone's special interests. Your buddies that maybe feel threatened by Dana. I don't really think it's a big deal personally. I don't think Zuffa entering the boxing space is actually a big deal. I wish them success, but I don't know how successful they will be given the building materials that they have. I don't know. But don't beat me on my head with this Muhammad Ali act bullshit. Get out of here with that shit. Yeah, I don't care about that shit. Fighters been getting fucked right in front of y'all the whole time through so many different methods, many times by the sanctioning bodies. When a Suleiman Sissoko is fighting in eliminators and paying 3% out of his purse so that the WBC sanctions his fight, you don't think it's wrong for Ryan to get the shot before him? Is that not the real injustice? Not just Sissoko, neither. All them guys in them rankings, they got to pay for a spot so that Ryan could swoop in ahead of them and he gets the shot. That's the real chicanery. That's the real fucked up shit. Y'all don't spend enough time on that because y'all cool with that shit. It's not that y'all don't like corruption. It depends on who corruption we talking about. Bro, let me see, who is this? Ganga, I'm about to get you the fuck out of my comment section. You know that? Because you fucking weird. There you go. Ban user and delete their comments. There you go, Gangnam style. Get the fuck out of my fucking shit. Fucking weirdos, man. You would make a good... Man, shut the fuck up, man. Fuck is you doing watching me, bro? You know that motherfucker watching me without no pants on, right? Gay ass motherfucker. That motherfucker sitting naked in his living room in the dark like the Punisher. Watching me talk about boxing. Are you Puerto Rican? What the fuck wrong with you? Fucking... Yo, he asked me that like 10 minutes ago, real talk. You Puerto Rican? I like Puerto Rican. Fucking homo. That's like, yo, imagine I'm in the gym. I don't know real talk. I'm in the gym. I don't know real talk. I come up to real talk. Yo, you Mexican? Fuck is wrong with you, fam? Imagine I go up to Undefeated. I'm at the fucking gas station pumping gas. He pumping gas in his car. Yo, you Mexican? Fuck is wrong with a lot of y'all, man? Can you imagine that shit? I go up the country. I'm in a pizza shop. Country eating a pizza. Yo, you Caucasian? Why the fuck would you want to know, homie? I'm on the 4 train. I'm on the 4 train. I'm sitting next to Chris. You Haitian? Fuck is what? Motherfuckers is weird, man. Crazy there were people recording it. Yeah, that shit was wrong, bro. I don't understand that. But it wasn't that they was recording AJ. Kamaru Usman had a FaceTime with him and they was recording Kamaru. That's what I seen. But why is that being recorded at all? Like I don't, motherfuckers move weird because you could say this and that, but Kamaru, you knew motherfuckers was recording you. You know what this motherfucker going through right now. Shout out to motherfucking Grandmaster J. Let's not act like this motherfucker didn't take a dive for Deontay and then started training him. Allowed him to start twerk. Yeah, like Malik is a weird dude, bro. Like I think he means well, but I think he's a weird ass dude. If there's anybody out there that was acting like a victim, it was your best friend. That's who was acting like a victim. You got your motherfucking ass whooped in a fight you never should have been in to begin with because you should have been fighting AJ. Instead of turning down all that money, you let the gypsy man beat your ass and take your belt and then tried to make it everybody else's fault. When you never had to fight that dude, he was not your mandatory. Every title shot he got at your belt, you willingly gave him. The first one and the second one. All that shit is your fault. But who made himself out to be a victim after that? Nah, they poisoned me. My costume heavy. Fury hiding shit in his gloves. Jack Reese counted too long. Kenny Bayless is a crab in the bucket. Mark Breland put motherfucking ecstasy in my water. Get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, that's what it is. Usman was trying to get some clout off of AJ. That's exactly what that shit was too. It's for homosexuals. All these young fighters today put things in their ass. Oh man, I feel so bad about the Top Rank situation, y'all. I trusted that at least by now we would have concrete answers about their future. You know, when you've been in the game 50 years, you know people, yeah, like they've been in the game 50 years. So I figured, yeah, they'll be on their feet. They'll be okay, you know. They've weathered a lot of storms. They've been here through a lot of shit. But yo, that motherfucking fight is 3 weeks away, y'all, and we don't even know where to watch it.
Hey, bro, you Mexican?
Yo, that shit, man, that shit gay. Think
Yo,
about it.
it's funny
Imagine,
as
Hey,
fuck.
bro,
imagine,
are you
imagine,
Puerto
imagine that
Rican?
shit. Imagine that shit. Real talk. You doing your lateral raises. You locked in. Yo, you Mexican? Why the fuck? Why the fuck would a guy want to know?
I'm, I'm gonna
Why
throw
would
this 35 at you, bro. Get the fuck away from me.
you know what I'm saying? Like, why the fuck would a guy want to know? Motherfucker, first thing that homo asks, you Puerto Rican? Why, bro? You like Puerto Ricans? You want to suck my dick, you weirdo? Fuck out my face, yo. Weird ass
Man,
That's
motherfucker.
his. That's his favorite flavor, fool.
oh my god, bro.
This
Shit.
tastes like Puerto
That's
Rican.
funny.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
This
man,
tastes a
that top
quarter.
rank,
This tastes a quarter Mexican. Did you lie to me?
yo, you know what I'm saying? That top rank shit is wild, bro. But I mean, it's just not looking good. And you know, Bob is an old guy. Like, I love Bob. And I wish him many more years. You know what I mean? But that dude is damn near 100. You know? The
For real,
wisdom,
man.
the wisdom, the wisdom, and the know-how, and the eye, and all the shit is Bob. And Bob is damn near 100. That
Do
shit
you
crazy.
you think Top Rank dies with Bob?
I mean, I don't want it to. You know, when Todd Both was first being mentioned as the heir apparent to the throne of Top Rank, it was supposed to be a good thing. I remember that was circa 2018, 2019, because, you know, Bob was already old then. So they was already, you know, looking for his
That
successor.
nigga's been old for the past 20 years.
Like, he was old when Manny was doing his thing, bro. He was old.
Your type shit.
When, right? So all the stuff that I have heard about Todd is that he is abrasive, that he is a dickhead. I heard that he's a racist too, but I don't know how true it is, but I have heard that. And it's just, you look at what's going on with Top Rank, and you gotta be like, yeah, I don't know about this captain. You know what I mean? I don't know about this guy, you know? And shit is quiet, bro. Shit is quiet. You know? The fuck are you just gonna sit there and breathe? Say something, motherfucker. Motherfucker jumped on the live so I could hear him breathe.
fuck is
What's
country?
up? That go Herb with the technical difficulties.
You can hear me,
Working.
right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. Yeah, man. But that top rank shit got me looking like when I be seeing like posters and billboards on social media. I seen one that said top rank, and I had to blow it up. I'm looking. It got me looking at posters extra hard trying to find out what's going on, and it said top rank is a fight that's on a Friday. I look at the bottom. I seen the networks it was gonna be on. It said football or something like that.
Fubo.
Yeah, it said that, and
See,
I had to.
But Fubo not a network. Ain't Fubo like a package that it come with a bunch of different like it come with a bunch of different channels and shit. Fubo.
I didn't ever
It's
look at it.
it's
I
like
seen it.
it's like a fake ass package. That shit.
What they
You
got?
know. I'm familiar with Fubo. I don't have that shit because what the fuck I'ma use it for, bro? I got HBO. I got Peacock, Prime, motherfucking Netflix, motherfucking
I mean, what do
what
they
else?
what do
I
they
got
got?
Disney.
But that's why I
They
got Tubi, just to watch the last card that Bob Arum had on Tubi. Just to
yeah,
watch
but
it.
even Roku, even the Roku channel, because the Roku channel, he has fast channels across 3 different platforms. It's Tubi, which is the one everybody talking about because the shit is low key funny. But one is Tubi, one is Roku, and the other is Pluto. If you got that Pluto shit, they got a fast channel on there too. But it's like, yo, man, yeah, that's what we down to. Pluto Pluto and Roku.
Type shit.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy how Bob was back in the day. He was one of the top dudes. Now it's like he's lingering down the bottom behind like Eddie and shit. He's like right next to Al Heyman or something.
The weirdest thing, well, it's not weird because I see how it happened, but the irony is that they didn't do anything wrong. That's the irony that no, Top Rank didn't put a bunch of big ass pay-per-views out there, right? No, they didn't do a bunch of pay-per-views. No, well, to a degree, they did overpay. Not because they wanted to though, but because that was what was going on. That y'all promised, Shakur Stevenson 3 million plus. That's what y'all promised them. Y'all gave that to Bud. It's like, no, was it a bad move at the time you did it? No, it wasn't. But it turned out to be a bad move because y'all lost a lot of money on his fights. And that's the other shit about this era that in Bob saying that they acting like that motherfucker lying. Like, nah, he did lose money. He did. And because it's his money that he lost, he got every right to be mad. But y'all spun that into some other shit, you know?
They definitely did.
Y'all spun that into some other shit. If Herb is the promoter and Herb put up 3-4 million for my fight, and I don't move that 3 and 4 for Herb, you think Herb gonna be happy about that shit? No, I put up 4 million for this guy.
I mean,
That's anybody, bro. That's anybody over any amount of money. If real talk, if he give me $20 to bring back a chopped cheese and I don't bring it back, you don't think he gonna be mad about that $20? If I lose it on the way,
he gonna be hungry.
I'll be fucked up
he
by my
gonna
20, cuz.
be for real. It's like
He gonna
this
be
is
hungry.
common. You got motherfuckers that get upset over any little amount of money, getting mad at Bob. Cause Bob talking about M's, fam, and he wasn't wrong. Their problem was y'all was in a situation where y'all both frustrated. But going back to the center in the beginning, it's not like Top Rank's situation is the byproduct of a bunch of mistakes they made. Their situation is actually the byproduct of the instability within boxing, that no one promoter holds all the contracts. And no one promoter can be an island. No, they can't. Boxing, no matter what, it's one audience. You may have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 promoters, but it's one audience. And if they want him to fight him, that's what they want. Period. That's what they want. Where Top Rank is fucked up at, not that they fucked up, is that there's nothing they could have did to get that Spence fight for Crawford. There was nothing they could do. They wasn't trying to do that. There was nothing they could do for Crawford to get those other fights. And generally, y'all fell in the shit of being exclusive to a platform like everybody else, by the way, like everybody else. So it's not like it was just them. And that was always doomed to fail because you can't be an island. You don't have enough by yourself to just be an island. And I said it on a different live that PBC versus Top Rank shit was so lit at one point that y'all could have did a series of fights that would have moved the needle. A series of, but you know, that's a pipe dream. That's more fantasy shit. But yeah, if y'all would have did a series of fights, not just the typical shit, not just the Spence Crawford and Fury and Wilder and other fights across the board, other fights. Y'all could have did a series of fights, and because the audience responds to the beef that y'all got, y'all could have moved the needle with that. But you know, that time has passed. It's too late. You couldn't even do that now if you wanted to. You know, neither of you have enough to be doing that shit. You know,
think if they would have gave Bud, fed him Pacquiao, how do you think that would have moved the needle? Would have pulled some numbers?
you talking about when they was both at Top Rank, right?
Exactly.
I'll say that. Remember this, bro. Motherfucking Horn beat Pacquiao, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he turn into a star after that?
Hell no.
Let's fast forward. Bivol beat Canelo. Nobody walked away from that fight thinking Canelo won. And if they did, something wrong with them. Bivol beat Canelo, right? Did he turn into a star after that? Motherfuckers knew him. Don't get it twisted. Oh, they knew him. But did he turn into a star? It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You know? Tarver slid Roy under the ring. He slid him under the ring in the second fight. But Tarver never became the boxing what Roy was the boxing. You see what I mean? And he beat him. There wasn't no question that he beat him. He did it after that in the third fight. Beat him again. But the Magic Man never went on to become what Roy got to. So and that's why I always say that the shit is not like Highlander, where you beat the motherfucker and you just absorb all his powers, like you just absorb all his marquee value. Nah, it don't work like that. So when I think about, what if Bud would have got that fight with Manny? What if he would have got that fight? And we got to be talking about 2016, right, Herb? Because that's when that was a conversation.
Yeah.
2015, 2016. Well, he would have beat Manny. I don't like that. I'm sure of that he would have beat Manny, but I don't know how much it would have mattered because they were. Remember this, Herb? I was in the Facebook boxing groups. I seen what the fuck people were saying. They was saying Manny was old then. If they thought that, remember, this was the shit they said when Floyd fought him. Oh, Floyd waited till Manny was past his prime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what the fuck they would have said if Bud beat him. Oh, Manny was past his prime. Like, it wouldn't have been. I don't put a lot of emphasis on that fight. The fight that, what I believe is more important than a Pacquiao fight, it's about having a succession of fights. Because that's what builds these guys, all these guys. Part of the reason Canelo got to where he got to, succession of fights against good opponents. That's why he got to where he got to. And Bud, the bodies was there, right? But they didn't want to make them fights. That I always paint this scenario. Imagine that Bud get the Thurman fight, and he beat Thurman. Imagine he get the Garcia fight. Imagine he get the Ugas and the Porter. Right in time, and he get the Spence fight. See, off of that, there would have been enough momentum there that you'd have been like, yeah, he's the man. The reason they don't want to accept him as the man is because a lot of that didn't happen. None of that is his fault. None of it. None of it is Bob's fault. None of it is his fault because them dudes didn't want to fight him. But I'm just saying that it's never been about Terrence not getting a Pacquiao fight. Getting a Pacquiao fight, what the fuck did Ugas beat Pacquiao? Did he turn into a star after that?
Oh no. See?
That like I've seen people bring that up as an indictment against Bob. Oh, Bob didn't make Pacquiao fight. Like, bro, who fucking cares if he didn't make the Pacquiao fight? Fucking Ugas got the Pacquiao fight, and nobody still cared about his no eyebrow having ass. Nobody cared about that dude. He
Right.
had the fight and won the fight. Nobody cared.
And Broner got the pack fight.
Well, he got his ass beat in the pack fight, so that didn't
He
help his ass. So,
still was able to
you
get it though. You know, that's the thing.
know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like I don't put no emphasis. The other thing is, I say it all the time, but I don't think it registers. A lot of things boil down to common sense. How many times did Freddie say we don't want that fight? In so many words, that's what he was saying from the moment that Bob started talking to them about that fight, which is 2015 to like 2017 round there. Roach wasn't trying to make that fight. Jinky didn't want Manny to have that fight. Michael Conks didn't want Manny to have, like, what the fuck? Why the fuck would y'all think? Why would y'all think they wanted that fight? Bro, that dude went to PBC because he seen a bunch of easy licks over there. He wanted a Bud fight so bad, he left to the PBC.
Did he get paid more over there though by the PBC?
Nah, I mean, I heard people say that, but I remember when the Broner numbers came out, right? We all thought that the Broner fight was going to be huge, by the way. I thought it was going to be huge. And I remember after the Broner numbers came out, it was underwhelming. It wasn't what, we thought it was going to be like 800,000, something close to 1 million. Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. The Thurman numbers were better than those numbers. They were better, but still, you went over there. You went over there for easy licks, yo.
You would expect for someone like the name of Broner versus Pacquiao, a legend, minimum 800, minimum.
Yeah. ¿Tú no te recuerdas that when they were gonna fight, people really I thought it was gonna be big for no other reason than Broner is polarizing. He's polarizing. So you're gonna get that, that element, that tribal, that bigotry. Yeah, you're gonna get that. Like, didn't he say something about dogs and cats or some shit at the presser? He said some old slick shit. Broner said some slick shit.
He's gonna
It was like, so I thought, like, yeah, this gonna do 800. Like, yeah, this should do like 700,000-800,000. Maybe not 1 million, but 700,000-800,000. And it wasn't that. And the thing is, the numbers weren't. Generally, the numbers were not bad. I remember it being in the neighborhood of 400,000. In the neighborhood, but in the neighborhood of 400,000. Well, that's not a bad number. Like 400,000 is usually not a bad number, though it all does depend on what you kicked out to make the fight. That's the main thing. But we all thought, like, I thought that shit was going to do 800. And that was the feeling across the board because, well, Broner's supposed to be a big name. And remember, this is, what was that undefeated, 2019, right?
Around 2019, yeah.
Yeah, it had to be, matter of fact, because that's the year he beat Thurman.
That was January, around there.
Yeah. 2019. So it's like,
You know what's also shocking, bro? Speaking about numbers, right? For that double header when they had a Benavidez on the undercard of the Tank fight, I'm like, okay, that got to do at least three, 4, 350. How much did it do? 60,000.
Something like that. Yeah, it was a terrible number. It was a terrible number. And but the shit, I don't want to spend a lot of time on Tank generally, but the shit with Tank is that it's all lies built on top of other lies. You know what I mean? That they've been lying to you about his marquee value the whole time they put him on pay-per-view. They'll tell you that it did 250 when no, it didn't do that. Lou DiBella gave the game away when he was on Ariel Helwani, that he said that was the rule of thumb at the networks. You always round it up by 15%, 30%. Yeah, that's what I fucking figured, bro. That if it does 175, you know what y'all gonna say? Oh, it did just north of 200. If it did just north of 200, you know what y'all gonna say? It did 250. That's what I thought. That's what I always like. Yeah, y'all rounding up. Because 200 even sounds better than, well, it did 165. Oh, bitch ass number, oh plain. But that's what he, and this is at the height of his popularity, Gervonta Davis. If you would have read through a lot of the stuff that Stephan Espinoza said, and once again, I only know all this stuff because, well, I'm a content creator. I took all those screenshots. I paid attention to what Stefan said. One minute he said, they said, they said, oh, the Leo Santa Cruz fight did this, right? It did 200 and something, right? Then the Rolly numbers come out, and Stefan said, yo, that's the best numbers that Javante ever did, was the Rolly numbers. He said that in the spaces. Except the Rolly numbers was like, wait a minute, the Rolly numbers is with these numbers. Like, there was something about the like, Rolly numbers is, ain't they lower than these numbers? So how is this the best he ever did? Y'all said he did that, but this is the best he ever did, according to you. Yeah, you giving the game away. Yeah, this dude don't do 200. If I had to guess, this
Well,
dude,
that nigga basically let it slip out because I know exactly what you mean because when they would report the cruise numbers, the Leo Santa Cruz numbers, they were all 220, two
yep.
thirty, but whenever the rolling numbers came out, it was like 210, and they said that that was the first time Gervonta Tank Davis had ever did 200K, and that's whenever it like basically let the cat out the bag. They're like, oh, so y'all really been like lying about the numbers.
Yeah, like if
But
I had to guess what he's really been doing on pay-per-view, consider this. Just consider. When Gennady Golovkin debuted on pay-per-view, and he had a buzz, y'all remember. He had a buzz. Like, yeah, he was buzzing with the Mexicans too, with the people that spend money. He was buzzing. But yo, when he got on pay-per-view, he only did about 150. And that was where the real buzz. You feel me? Like, this is a guy who's really buzzing right now. He really did sell out MSG. He really did go out to the O2 Arena in the UK, and he sold that out too. This is a guy who was buzzing and selling. But real rap, when he got out there with David Lemieux, he only did about 150. And then they put him back out there, you know, in America I'm talking about, because the Kell Brooks shit was a pay-per-view, and it did okay over there, but I don't really count that one. When he fought Danny Jacobs, he only did a little better than what he did with Lemieux. And this is a guy with a real buzz. So I look at that and I'm like, yo, Javante probably been getting out here and doing those numbers. 150, 160. You're not telling me that 200,000 or 225,000 Americans was hot to see him fight Leo Santa Cruz? Brody, nobody has given a fuck about Leo Santa Cruz since the first Mares fight. That's the last time that dude was really like popping like that.
Yeah,
Then what
that's
you go
true.
then you gonna get out there. Think about the people that he fought, and you just gotta use your common sense. Who the fuck gonna buy this? Y'all bought Isak Cruz, the late replacement. Y'all never seen that dude before. Y'all don't know none of them because he's standing in for Rolly. Y'all bought that. Nah, y'all bought Mario Barrios that didn't nobody know before that. Like, who the fuck gonna buy that? Who the
Oh
fuck gonna
shit,
buy
man.
that? Yeah, yo, we
But
out here
nobody, no one,
buying.
nobody watching that shit.
Nobody
For real.
buying that shit. That dude
But
was
but
doing.
everybody Captain Hook that shit, I bet, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, be real. So if I had to guess, that dude has always been, to make a long story short, it's lies on top of lies. That dude has always been in the 100, 150 mark. But they get out there and tell us, oh, nah, that dude 200 and change, 225, 250. Y'all spent so much time lying about this motherfucker that it shouldn't be a shock that he got out there with David and y'all ain't do nothing. Yeah, well, who the fuck wanted you to fight Frank Martin? Who
And this is what I'm saying too. You had David right there, a co-main event with David Benavidez. Like this, supposedly David's a star. Like I said, David's not even a star himself. The motherfucker's not even a twinkle in the sky, bro. Like, bro, I don't get, man. The
no,
pay
it's
per
the
view.
truth that David, see, they to make a, I'm gonna try to condense this. David would be great. Let's just say fairy tale scenario that Showtime is still in boxing or Fox, but I'm gonna make it Showtime. I'm gonna handicap it a little bit. With the buzz that David has amassed, you put David on a Saturday night, you getting 1 million plus. Not pay-per-view, but you getting 1 million plus.
Yeah, I
Telling
agree.
you. If you do
Yeah.
the Morrell fight on regular showtime, right? I promise you it does 1 million plus on a Saturday night, which is a very good metric, by the way. It's a very good metric to be able to do that on a premium cable network, especially on a Saturday night. Like when Wilder fought Ortiz, remember, we fought him the first time, it wasn't on pay per view, it was a regular showtime fight, and it did over 1 million, which was a great number. David would bring you numbers like that on Showtime right now. So it's not that he doesn't have a buzz. No, he's got a buzz. He definitely does. But you guys have been misusing it because you're in such a rush for a pay-per-view star. That's not something you could force because that's not up to you. That's up to
Yeah,
Real
it's
Talk.
got to be organic.
That's up to Real Talk. That's up to Undefeated. That's up to Round One. That's up to Herb and all the other customers to decide, yo, do we want to pay $80 to see this guy? But y'all tried to force it with Javante. Y'all tried to force it with David. That you versus Andre, I promise you, you versus Andre on regular Showtime does over 1 million views. And the people at Showtime. Now, in fairness, by then it was too late. By the time that he fought Andre, by then I already knew Paramount made their decision. They're not keeping this shit.
Yeah,
But hypothetically speaking, if those would have been the moves that you were making, yeah, y'all would have still been over there. Y'all would have got funneled over to Paramount. They would have said, yo, this PBC shit, we get 1 million views from this shit on a Saturday night. Paramount gonna look at that and say, 1 million views, 1 million subs. That's what they gonna say. 1 million views on a Saturday? And this is what this costs. Yeah, we keeping this. We keeping this. Because that's 1 million views on Paramount Plus. We don't gotta worry about getting
exactly.
into we don't gotta worry about getting into live sport because we're already in it. We just gotta bring this shit from over here, and we in it. But the way y'all did everything, we see like where they went wrong is very, very obvious. Where Top Rank situation is not so obvious because they didn't make those mistakes. They didn't do a bunch of pay-per-views. They didn't. They tried their best to keep fights off pay-per-view. They tried their best to keep operational costs within reason. And a lot of the time, they made the best fights that they could make given the circumstances. They gave you Loma versus Teofimo. No pay-per-view. They gave you Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Burchelt. Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson versus Jamel Herring. They gave you at least 2 unification matches for Artur Beterbiev. And their international programming, I think that was value for money. You're getting Inoue and Junto Nakatani fights from Japan. You're getting Frank Warren cards from the UK. And sometimes you're getting boxer shows. So they didn't do a lot wrong. I feel that the industry failed Top Rank more than Top Rank failed at something. No, the industry failed them. The instability finally caught up to them. Because if you really look at it, well, what specifically could they have done? And I've asked that question since the summer of last year. I've asked it openly. What is it that Top Rank could have done differently to salvage this situation? What specifically did they fuck up at? Because you were getting a great variety of international shows at no
Honestly,
additional.
where they fucked up at is they didn't get onto an online platform sooner, like some sort
No,
of
they
streaming
did. Bro.
platform sooner.
ESPN, my dude, ESPN Plus is streaming.
Yeah, but
That was
right now,
streaming.
I don't. If they stayed there on ESPN, you probably would have paid for the unlimited. They probably would have put them in the unlimited spot. I'm not sure, maybe, but
I don't know. I mean, like, and who was it that ESPN Plus brought over? Didn't they get WWE or something?
They
WWE, yeah, and that's what they
the
did with
UFC
the
and
think
shit, right?
Monday Night
No,
Football. I
because no,
believe.
UFC left. UFC left,
Oh no, yeah,
and they
you're right.
UFC left,
no,
and
because they got
was
PFL,
it?
but they still got PFL. But WWE went when they got WWE. That's when they did the ultimate unlimited or whatever fucking plan is, and it's like $30 a month, so you can watch WWE and yeah, some of the PFL events and shit. And it's like that's too much. Like I'm happy that Top Rank left because what if Top Rank was under that deal too? $30 a month and
I
shit.
mean,
Just to
I
watch
guess,
Top
but
Rank.
it just kind of seems that look, for leaving, if you're gonna leave, it has to be for something better. And it's not even that they left either. It's not that they left. It's that ESPN didn't want to re-up. So it's not that you left. You know, if they could still be over there, they would be over there under the same deal if they could have, you know?
I think
And then PBC también, like you got to think like the reason they wouldn't last is just like their business mindset. You know, they see everything as a robbery. You know, like they try to get in as much as they can, as quick as they can, and get out. Where as they're not looking to build long term business relationships.
Yeah,
Like
there's no sustainability. There's no sustainability that they treat every relationship that they've gone into like it's a bank heist. Go ahead, undefeated.
I saw an ad for a top rank, bro, for the Baru versus Xander fight. At the
Mhm.
bottom, you can see it says Roku TV. So
Mm.
I'm guessing it's gonna have to be Roku, which I don't mind if it's free. Shit. Well, we
No,
don't
I
know
don't
that.
mind it. No, no, no. I'm where I'm at where you're at. Si es gratis, and we
Yeah.
watch it on the fast channel. Yeah, that's convenient for us. Pero estoy diciendo que ellos todavía no tienen una solución.
Nope.
If it's on a Roku channel, bro. You know that Xander is a guy that they are invested in. They don't really give a fuck about a Lindolfo Delgado. You know? They don't really give a fuck about a
Cal-
Duke Reagan. They don't really fuck about Kelvin Davis. They don't
they
fuck
didn't care about Big Vito. Shit.
care about Vito. But you know that Xander is a guy. Yeah, they care about that fucking guy. And if the best you could do for Xandor is Roku, yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
that's gay.
I think they're probably waiting it out right now until like this is probably just a little pit stop before they get to like the bigger channel. But what bigger channel can Bob
That's
get?
literally what I was about to say. But
Look,
what's
all
the
right, all
bigger
right.
channel?
I'm gonna
Sean
channel
Skittles
all.
want them to go to
I'm
Prime.
gonna wait. Round one. Wait. Let me channel all the homosexual energy in the universe. Channel that shit.
Oh
I
yeah.
still see rare. I still see Peacock
Huh?
undefeated. I really.
What the fuck was
Yo, you did that a little bit too
Channel,
well, real talk.
Hey,
channel
that
too
was
much. He
hey
channel
that
too much.
that was with experience right there. What the fuck?
You
Yes,
did that a little bit too well, real talk.
what you said, Pete.
His
No,
girl
no, but
got a
seriously,
bonus.
no, but seriously, because you have to think. You have to think. It's not gonna be just any old body. It has to be somebody who you could see wanting live sports. It has to be somebody like that. That narrows it down to a few players. Peacock has a live sport catalog, but it's really fucking weak, man. It's like I forgot what the fuck they showed, but they do show live sport.
Yeah,
For
football.
basketball, I know that.
They had the
Yeah, and I
Olympics
think
3 years ago.
You got like
yeah, well,
European
Like
soccer where like
they'll show
soccer
the
and
football
shit, you
games
know.
whenever they're like on NBC and shit.
and very briefly, they had the rights for whatever fucking reason. I still don't understand that shit. They had the rights to boxer shows in America last year. They
That's
had the
was weird.
That's
that
Sky.
was so
Yes.
why would and you would be like, well, wait a minute. Why the fuck would y'all just get the rights to British boxing matches? You would get that to complement some other shit, wouldn't you? Like, yeah, we got American boxing matches that we show and British boxing matches. And that's where it kind of dawned on me that maybe they talking to Peacock. And Bob named some networks last year, but I don't know. I mean, like we hear now and I heard shit about Peacock. I heard that. I heard shit about HBO. I heard that. Um Somebody in the know told me that ESPN would like to stay in boxing, but under a different kind of deal, you know? So it's like, I don't know, man, but that shit don't look good, bro. It don't look good.
I mean, shit. Sean Skittles wants probably them to go to fucking Prime Video and shit. But like I said, man, fucking Jeff Bezos doesn't look like he's gonna pay for the fucking boxing. He rather fucking spend all that money on building rockets and just orbiting the fucking Earth for 30 seconds and shit. You
You
know.
know what this shit is? Look, if I were an outside investor, honestly, if I were an outside investor, hand on heart, I wouldn't invest a single cent in boxing. Not one.
Shit, boy.
Not one. You know why? Look at Devin.
No,
There's too many. The problem with boxing as a business, for because we go over this all the time, but take yourself out of it as a boxing fan, as a consumer of boxing, and just look at it from the investor perspective. There's too many moving parts. There's too many personalities. The promoter is one entity, the fighter is another entity, the manager is another entity, the sanctioning body is another entity. There are all these different competing interests, and you got to try to satisfy what they all want and try to make some money. Except
Yeah, there's
that
no
actually
ROI.
that seldom ever happens. That you could do all that and make some money. Like, now you could probably do one, but you could make the fight and you could guarantee them what they want, but you may not get no money. That's what happened with Wilder versus Fury 2 and 3. Yeah, y'all got them mad money. The rematch in the third fight was way bigger than the first one. This is literally a bigger fight than the first one was. To me, that is one of the biggest kerfuddles, one of the biggest clusterfucks of modern boxing. Because if you fucking morons would have played this right, y'all would have made boatloads of cash. It would have been great for Showtime, great for ESPN. The reason it was a monumental failure is y'all spent too much to make it. Then you ask, okay, whose idea was that? Al's. That's the word on the street that I heard. The reason the guaranteed pot, fellas, for the first fight, the pot was 7 million. The pot. That means
That
Fury
sounds
and
about
Wilder
right.
are dividing $7 million. The second fight is somewhere in between the pot, 50 to 60. How the fuck y'all go from 7 to 50 to 60?
That's all I was gonna say. Didn't they make like 25 a piece in the rematch? That's what really
I
fucked it
tell
up.
you, how does how does that happen? And the word that was on the street from good sources was Al convinced them to up the guarantees to that much. When if you would, let's just say, 'cause Al is a dickhead. That's why I don't got no respect for that man.
Yep.
I would imagine it was from America to Britain. America 7 million,
No,
In
yeah,
Britain
country.
25
You
or 50.
But you say if Al like this is not a business guy. I don't care where he went to school. This is not a business guy and this is not a street guy, because a real street guy or a real business guy would have said, "Yo, look, the pot last time for both of y'all was 7. That the pot for both of y'all. Now what we going to do is you get 7, you get 7. Guaranteed. You get 7, you get 7. That would have made the pot 14. The way y'all did it, you would have needed to sell 1.1 million pay-per-views to cover what they spent. That was to cover, not even to make money, to cover what y'all spent. To make money, yeah, y'all probably would have had to sell 1.5, 2. Yeah, to make money, like for there to be an upside, y'all would have had to sell more than that. But if you would have kept the cost reasonable, $14 million pot. 7 for you, 7 for you. What? The whole pot before was 7. You gonna get mad? I'm giving you 7. And if there's more, you get some of that too. What's the problem? Nah, you let this dickhead. Yeah, yo, 25, third. Well, all right. And that, like, I know that's a big part of why Showtime, well, the people above Showtime, yeah, we can't keep wasting money on this dumb shit. The fuck we doing? We just gave this guy this and the shit didn't even break even? The fuck we doing? Stupid shit, bro. Stupid shit. Pure stupid shit.
All right, that's a bit. We don't break even. Wow, that's bad.
And you'll be surprised, Herb, that most of the shit you seeing on TV or that you have been seeing does not break even. Most of the shit don't break even. There's no way. Most of that shit. A lot of the promoters are going out there and putting on shows and they in the red. And the only thing that I could think of is, okay, well, if you have some sort of other revenue stream, like you sell coke or something, you laundering money for people, because or for boxing, just boxing the way it is, buying tickets, buying pay-per-views. And maybe if you're lucky, you'll get some corporate sponsors and endorsements. Just boxing for boxing, yeah, y'all operating in the red all the time.
Yeah, you know the two fights that come to mind they probably actually made decent money on was the Ryan and the Tank fight
Yes,
and
sir.
the Crawford and Spence fight.
Yes, sir.
Me too.
Yes, sir.
Those are really the
Those
only two that they made good money on.
now I would say that Spence's fights, they probably turned over a profit. I don't think that they were flops. They turned over a profit because they weren't paying those guys much to begin with. Got to pay attention that Porter's guarantee for Spence was 2 mil. You see what I mean? It's two
Oh yeah,
mil.
and he was pulling like what 300k views and shit.
Right? Right? Shit like that. Danny shit was like it wasn't. Remember when Danny fought Spence? That was in the pandemic, so they ain't kick out no 80. No. Eight, no 9, no 10. Danny got a what 2-3 mil if he lucky, guaranteed. Yo, you got to keep that fuck cat.
Yeah,
Hey, keep
She's
that
vocal,
pussy in
bro. I
line,
can't
country.
help it, man.
But
No,
keep
no,
that
I'm just
pussy in
fucking
line,
with your
country.
country. Yeah, keep your pussy in check, bro. But yeah, like I think they were able to turn over a profit with Errol Spence's pay-per-views. Is just that, and I think that most people don't have a concept of this. The network don't care about the pay-per-view. They don't actually care. They like really like yeah, that's not for them. So you do a pay-per-view on Fox and it does 3 and change or even 4. They're not impressed by that. They don't benefit from that. That is a way for you guys to make extra money. That's a way for you guys to make the money that we won't give you. You say, "Yo, Spence wants 10. We'll give him 2 and you can put him on pay-per-view." Okay. That's what that is. That's what that is. The network care about sustained viewership. That's what they care about. And you didn't give them that. You had the tools, you had the fighters, you had the bodies to do this, by the way, which is what makes it an even bigger tragedy that you had the bodies to actually do this. But y'all so obsessed on getting on pay-per-view for a few hundred thou, for a few mil, and you costed yourself everything. Because if you would have played that Fox relationship right and the Showtime relationship, y'all would have been sitting pretty right now, man. Y'all would have been cool. They would have just, okay, people are cutting cable. Okay, well, we'll just funnel this good shit over to Paramount Plus. Paramount has 90 something million subscribers. That is a big streaming platform. It's not the biggest. I don't think there's really anybody bigger than Netflix right now, but 90 something million is still a lot of people. It's a lot of people. It's like 89 million, 90 million, something like that. Y'all could have been over there, you know?
Yeah,
It is what it is.
at this point, I want to see Devin Haney froze out. We don't need you, bro.
I don't want to see that dude doing nothing, homie.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. I did a video on that shit, but I'll make it concise. You saying that shit like Eddie don't want to make the fight? No, sir. He doesn't want to break the budget for you because you don't sell shit. He'll make the fight if y'all reasonable. Y'all problem, y'all not reasonable. Why don't DHP make the fight? How about that fucking idea? Make the fight, Devin. You a promoter?
Put it on pay per
Going to
view.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
DHP baby.
right.
Devin Haney Promotions,
See what
Devin
y'all-
should pay himself 10 mil.
right? Go in the Devin Haney bank account of the Devin Haney Promotions and pay Devin.
I
I
remember
don't see.
when he came out with that DHP and people were like, "Yeah, that's the youngest promoter ever." Like, all right, bro. All right.
Es que la gente, I think people are. I really think that everybody who's not on this panel is retarded. I really
Type
think. No,
shit.
I'm not. I really think that because it's like they see some shit, but their brain just doesn't process it. Like, bro, Undefeated could run out right now and get a promoter's license. You know that, right?
Yep.
Real Talk could run out right now and get a promoter's license, bro. You know that. I could run out and get a promoter's license, bro. That's the easy part. That's the easy part. The hard part is getting fighters to sign to you, putting together shows, the logistics of those shows, garnering enough of a buzz that a network decides to pick you up. That's the work. And all of that is what Devin Haney doesn't do. So are you a promoter, fam? You have a promoter's license, but when is the DHP show? Where are the DHP fighters, bro? Who's the DHP fighter? Devin?
With the product.
Pues, y con esa mierda. You know, oh, he's a young promoter.
The
Ooh.
youngest promoter ever. Hey,
Fucking
speaking of
retards,
promoters,
man.
you were talking on your relay that somebody said that the zone wasn't happy with the Shields
That's
fight.
somebody told somebody who's I can't tell you who it is, but if I did, you would know it's legit.
They up there?
They they're
So
yeah,
put it
they're
in the
really
chat though.
they're
Put on the
really up
chat.
there. They're really up there. And
Put on the
they
chat.
put it in the chat. Don't say please don't say nothing.
I know it's gonna be Al Heyman.
So Heyman,
Nigga said I-
you know Al Heyman sends me dick pics, right?
That's that.
I can't blame him, whoever it is, for not being happy with Shields, bro. I mean, come on.
where's the chat?
that nigga text him, Al, don't send me shit like that.
Stop sending me this shit, Al.
Them dick pics be
All right,
old up
all right.
too and shit.
Hey, but
Let's see,
but
let's see.
he don't be blocking them.
Yep. I see it.
Oh word.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this week.
Okay. Oh
Yeah.
wow.
This
Oh yeah,
week.
y'all still be chopping it up.
All the time, bro, all the time. I just don't
Oh
say
Beautiful.
nothing.
shit.
It's
All
beautiful.
the time.
Is,
And
is
basically
she
what I was told is they're not happy with that
There we
fight
go.
because it doesn't do nothing for them. And you know, and like think about it. Just think about it. You guys are boxing fans. If it doesn't appeal to you, right? Who's it gonna appeal to? Like, yeah, like who the fuck was asking you to do that?
It certainly ain't gonna appeal to the
Sure,
casuals.
nobody
That's for
asking to
sure.
do that shit the first time.
And then you turned down money to do that is the other weird
Oh
fucking part.
word.
pendeja?
Yeah, you could have went to MVP. They offered you a contract.
Oh yeah,
They
nah.
got
Jesus.
they
She
got
gonna turn her
people.
nose up. You know she
They
finna
got
turn her nose
yeah,
up
but
at
they got
Jake, bro.
the shit that the shit the way that the scope that they look at it in is, yo, we just basically doing shit to do shit. Basically, we
Yeah,
must
yeah.
be, because
Yeah.
nobody is asking you, and it's nothing against Franchon. Franchon is a nice
I
lady. I
can't
talked to her
hear
before.
Jules now.
Then drop off, bro.
I think
Yeah,
round
Like,
you
one
how
just
many
left.
got
more
you gotta
times would
drop
y'all
off
do
and come
this?
back,
He
bro.
took me. He took my shit.
Hey,
He shit phone tell you her with the technical difficulties.
I can hear Jules.
You know what I'm saying? But they're
Well,
mad because they're the
Oh
ones
man.
paying for that.
well,
You
Shields
gotta
is 100%.
wonder.
Oh,
You
go
you
ahead.
you kind of have to wonder at what point does the $2 million a fight come in? Because when I was told this, I'm thinking, well, why would they be mad? Ain't she getting $2 million a fight from win records? When they be winning?
If she really wanted money, she should have went back to the UK and fought Savannah again over there.
But she don't want that
That
labor.
would have got her, that would have got her the bag she's been complaining about forever. But instead, she's too busy being 100% bruta, man. It's like, what the
She
fuck?
don't want to labor for a dub, bro.
That and she want to keep that fat butt for Papoose.
Yeah.
Trying to keep that fat butt.
And that's the thing too, bro. It's like, it's fat, but the shape's not there, bro.
It's
No,
not.
like I know that. See, I already know that. Undefeated done rubbed one out a couple of times to
Oh
that
yeah.
fucking
Oh
soggy
yeah.
mess.
At
But
154. At 154.
I take a small, well formed joint over that motherfucking tuna casserole. That shit is a mess, homie.
Bro,
That shit,
that ass looked like cottage cheese, bro.
dude. That ass look like the goldfish water that you get. You go to the pet store, you get the goldfish to go home. They give you a bag of water. That's
That's
that shit look
wild,
like.
bro. That's wild.
It's not attractive, bro. Like, look, man, different strokes for different folks. If it's a motherfucker out there, he get hot off of that, go ahead. But
Nah, y'all
No.
see her doing the pad work in the dress. It's like, you ratchet bitch.
I
You
mean,
fucking.
how could
That's all
she?
I could think of. Like, you fucking ratchet hoe.
Cause she tried to turn it into like, oh, it's colorism. Oh, it's like, no, it's that motherfuckers don't find you
Tell
attractive.
country to send me a link.
A country send send him a link, bro.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it always got to be something else. It's not that no, it's not colorism. No, it's not everybody's. Because you know what I don't respect about that shit is when you do that, you trying to make it everybody's problem. That oh, you see they don't like us. What's this us? They talking about you, man. Ain't no us. They
And
Nigga
it's
talking
said,
about
crazy.
you.
nigga said,
It's
What fuck is this us?
ain't she the one talking
Clarissa
about?
the type to get caught in fucking hide and seek and be like, oh, I guess they caught us. Like, nah, bitch, they got you, ho.
Yeah, your ass, bitch.
She was the one talking about light skins and dark skins, but it's us, right? It's us, it's not you.
Yeah. And she came out
Dumbass
like she
bitch.
came out of left field with that shit. It's like, oh, all these light skinned bitches hating them. Like, what? Who are you talking about, fam?
Bro,
Who are
nah,
you
that's
even
just,
talking
bro,
about?
that, you know what it is, bro? That's that, the same thing it is with Layla, bro. It's they're pretty and you're not.
Like motherfucker don't want to say that shit because the shit gonna seem foul. But it's like, yeah, I see what your problem with Layla is. Like I see what your problem with a lot of bitches is, man. And you know what? Don't try to make it about light skinned bitches and dark skinned bitches because there's plenty of fine ass dark skinned bitches. So that's really not what it is. There's plenty of fine ass dark skinned bitches.
She just
Your
got a
problem
problem about
is,
this better. She does.
like you trying to act like, oh yeah, they just hating on the dark. No, they
Oh,
not.
Yeah.
Yo, Herb. Yo, yo, Herb. That's that Mom Donnie Wi-Fi, man.
Fuck, you know what I mean? But yeah, like I resent that shit because you trying to hide behind other people over some shit that is your flaw. That's your problem, huh? That's not all the dark. No, 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 no. Motherfuckers love some Kelly Rowland. Motherfuckers love some Megan Thee Stallion. Doechii got a fat old ass, right? Don't do that. Don't try to make it all these other bitches. It ain't about all these other bitches. Motherfuckers is talking about you. You. Not only no, you. Bitch. That's who they talking about. Trying to make it everybody else's fault. Shit is crazy. I don't respect that shit. You know what I'm saying? Then the last post I seen, oh, y'all just don't like black asses and black. No, I'm like, man, what the
No,
fuck is
no,
you
bro.
talking
Hold
about,
nah,
man?
see, I had to pause it there, bro. I love black ass. That's bullshit.
You know
we
what I'm
don't
saying?
love
Like,
black.
like that's if you go to her shit from a few days ago, she was like, "Oh, y'all just hate everything black. Y'all hate black noses. Y'all hate man. Why don't you get the fuck out of here, man? You don't stop trying to bring everybody else into the shit. Ain't nobody talking about nobody but you, fam. But you.
Black man.
No, and people like that, bro, that like to boil it down to a race thing because they want to avoid having to address what the actual problem is. And it's
You.
like you like no, like it has nothing to do with your skin color and everything to do with your fucking badass attitude.
Yep.
No, because the shit. No, because look, I'm a piece of shit, and I don't apologize for being that way, right? Like, check it out.
I agree.
Remy Martin is a whole motherfucking ratchet. That bitch is a pair of pliers in the tool shed, right?
Who?
Remy Martin.
Oh, okay.
But she fine. Yes. It's
Yeah,
a
that's
fine
a fine
bitch.
bitch. That's a fine
Mm.
bitch.
It's a strong bitch.
Yeah, she
That's
get
a
away with a lot
fine
of shit because
bitch.
of that though.
Yeah. So don't tell me it's cause oh y'all hate the chocolate bitches, or y'all hate the wide nose bitches, or y'all hate the bit. No, 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 no. Motherfuckers is talking about you, bitch. You. Not Remy, not Doechii, not Megan. No, no. You, bitch.
Nasty
Motherfucker.
ass act. And you can't critique her because then you're a racist. Like, no, she's a bitch. Remember when you did that wide mouth shit?
Yeah.
That
When
shit,
yeah,
bro. That shit was.
First shit.
yeah,
And
they were
That
I
calling
shit
you a
was
yo,
so
racist,
funny,
bro.
nigga.
when motherfuckers tried to, I stood 10 toes on that
Yeah, they was
motherfucker.
on your ass.
I called the
I
big mouth
remember.
bitch a big mouth bitch.
I
What?
remember that shit.
Bro, what
What?
what happened with
No,
with
I
Steve?
remember I pulled that shit up on my phone. First thing I said, "Oh, this nigga finna have a whole couple of days now." That shit was gonna start some shit.
Yo, cause you know what? When I did that, my metrics was love. So If you got mad, okay. Long as you watch my shit, homeboy, I don't fucking care. But what you're not gonna do is no. See, try to turn everything into some race bullshit. You know? Oh, that's like the caricatures, Brody. I don't even know what the fuck you talking about, dog. I do not. I don't know what the fuck you
That
talking
nigga
about.
was watching Freedom Riders.
Right? Like I called the big mouth bitch a big mouth bitch. Pretty fucking obvious, fam. You know, it ain't complicated. We went to no, because the minstrel of the yeah, man. Shut the fuck up, man.
They
Shut
were
the
they
fuck
were
up.
co- they were comparing that shit to like drawings in the 1920s. I was like, oh fuck, here we
Oh
go,
yeah,
here
man,
we
they were going
go,
off the deep end on
bro.
that. Man.
Steve says some shit about her about the future of women's boxing if she's the face of it. They called him a racist. Like, yo, what the fuck?
Listen. I did a video on that, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, Steve. If you listening, I was mad at Steve off of that. Because I was trying to. This was remember what you talking about. See, that's how
Yeah,
I know Undefeated is a real fucking boxing fan.
yo,
That shit. You know how long ago Steve said that shit? That was in
2017.
yeah,
Yeah,
2017. He been said Steve was hip to the bullshit before a lot of people. Steve was hip to the bullshit, and at that time, I was trying to be a Clarissa Shields fan. Like, yeah, at that time, I was trying to be a fan. You know, well, you gonna say that to Clarissa? Yeah, you want to gold medal. And eventually, my ass got sick of the bitch. Like, yeah, man, I'm
Fucking Sylvester Stallone
Yeah,
impression.
you always hit that
hey, yo,
man,
party.
fuck this.
hey, yo, Paulie, this Clarissa Shields. She's a fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know that's
eventually,
not
I got.
us anymore. You know that's not us anymore.
You can't do that the way we did it before. We're changing. We're like turning into
We're like
some
normal
shield.
people.
We're like normal people.
Yep.
I don't want to change. I like who I am. Well, I like who you are too. But look, that ain't us up there no more. We can't do that the way we did it before.
I don't want to change.
Oh, holy
Yeah.
shit.
There is
That's
no
funny.
tomorrow.
Oh shit.
There is no tomorrow.
Hey, bro. I be listening to that shit while I'm getting my pre-workout ready, bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bro, I
That shit's
listen, yo, I'm gonna
pre-workout
be
right
real
there, bro.
with you, bro. Like, I listen to fucking Material Girl when I'm working out, bro.
The fuck?
Living in a material world,
This
and I'm
nigga.
in my material girl. Yeah, that shit get me
The
going,
fuck?
though. Like,
Nah,
yeah, yeah.
you know what I listen to on the elliptical? That the nothing's gonna stop us now.
How does it go? How does it go?
And we can build this
Build
thing
this thing
together.
together. Yeah, that's my shit.
Yeah, that's
Oh
my
man,
shit,
You know
bro.
what I like? I like
nothing's
the one.
gonna stop. That was fucking from Mannequin, bro.
It's a
Real
mannequin.
talk. Real talk wasn't even born when that shit came out. Remember
That's
when
like-
it in?
Bro, my
That's
parents
what-
weren't even allowed to fuck back then, bro.
Hey, Jude,
Oh my
that's
God,
I like
I love
I
that
like the
song.
music clip from Rocky IV. Keep it up. That's great for working out.
He said Rocky 4. That's Rocky 5, homie.
Ayo.
See, you say one more shit like that, I'm gonna
I
take
was
it
trying
out
to
your
say,
throat.
wait,
Hey,
hold the
Jude.
fuck
Not
up.
Rocky IV. I thought it was Rocky IV. It's called Keep It Up.
No, that's Rocky 5,
Rocky
homie.
Rocky
Yeah,
4
her.
is Hearts on Fire,
Fucking
bro. That shit there is pure pre-workout.
Yo,
Get
mannequin, don't even. That was fucking Kim Cattrall in her 20s, my dude.
Yo, listen, I don't even think I was jerking off when that movie came out, but I wanted to jerk off. I wanted to jerk off. Like, who the fuck is this sexy
Bro, I'm
ass
telling
slow
you, bro.
bitch?
My parents weren't even allowed to fuck when that shit was coming out, bro.
Like, I didn't know how to jerk off yet when that movie. I don't think because that movie came out in the 80s, and that's when I see, I'm like, I didn't know how to jerk off yet, but like my dick was like, it was moving like.
You know you're not escaping January without a $1 trillion bounty, right? That shit
Nah,
about to shoot up.
that one, and
Because I wanted to jerk off to Kim Cattrall. I
For
gotta get bounty for that.
But goddamn everything else you said during this live.
oh, that Al Heyman sends you
Hey,
dick
get
pics.
him. Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
you
true.
too, real talk.
Yo,
I heard that
Fuck I
goddamn
do?
moan.
Wait, what the fuck? What
Hey,
the fuck I do?
hey,
What do you say?
because
Fuck me for?
because you moaned like a bitch, bro.
Exactly.
Yo, I told your
What you
ass you
say
did
fuck
that shit a
me
little
for?
bit too well. Okay. Yeah, man. But yeah, 80s. I see. Real Talk has been listening there. I listen a lot of the time. I listen to 80s power ballads when I work out. Cause yo, nothing don't really hit like them songs, man.
Bro,
That
bro, try going to the gym listening to Hearts on Fire. You'll hit the whole goddamn
yo,
fucking set,
yo, I'm
bro.
gonna tell you what. That a motherfucker not even gonna use the door if he listens to that shit. He just gonna bust.
Nigga
Like the
finna
Hey, you
walk,
know,
Kool-Aid, like the
nigga
Kool-Aid
finna walk
commercial,
straight through that shit.
like the
you know what's
Kool-Aid
another
man,
good
bro.
one? You
Oh
know what's another
yeah.
good one is Day of Reckoning by Acceptance. It's a metal. They're a metal band. They're called Acceptance. They got a song called Day of Reckoning. That's a good one to work out to too.
Oh shit! Like motherfucker, not even gonna use the door, bro. He just gonna bust through the glass, start hitting the ball back. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man. Speaking of that shit, man, the new I spoke way too soon because the New Year, New Me crowd, they was there again today. Took all the
Word.
motherfucking yeah, I took all the motherfucking cable machines and shit. I like to finish off with cable curls with the straight bar. I'll take the straight bar, do cable curls or whatever.
Oh, those are
Yo,
the
all
best.
them shits. I had to use the bitch ass easy curl bar. And
Oh
you know what I'm
man.
saying? I don't really. I'll be real that I don't like the. I like that the cable bar. The cable is constant tension, so it kind of helps you keep your form because it's always pulling away from you. Whereas with this shit, with the bar, I tuck my elbows into my shit so that my arm don't swing, and I do them that
I
way.
get you. Yeah.
But I don't
It's a
like them.
preacher
I don't.
curl.
Yeah, basically, it's a preacher curl, except I'm doing it off my own torso. But I don't
Type
really
shit.
like
Type
that
shit.
shit though.
I mean, I never liked the easy bar just because in the name in and of itself, the easy bar. Fuck, you need an easy bar for. Go
Yeah,
get the
cause
real bar like a
cause
fucking
it's got
man.
the grooves. It's got the little grooves and all the bullshit. But it's like, man, I like the cable joint, bro. That's what I like. I like the
For me
cable.
personally, the only thing I'll use the easy bar for is skull crushers. That's
I'm
really like its best use for me.
I'll say for curls, cause I only normally I only use I only do dumbbell curls once in the workout, just once, and that's at the very beginning, and I use the 40s. But any other curl variation or tricep workout, anything like that, yeah, I use the cables mostly because it's constant tension. It's always pulling away from you. So the pump you get off of that shit be retarded. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I normally do my shit. But the New Year, New Me crowd was there today taking up all the fucking space. Shit, fucking furious, bro.
Year new me crowd.
Actually,
That's
I
Give
actually
him a
haven't
funny.
been
month.
going. I haven't gone in a good little minute. I got into an accident not too long ago.
Oh shit,
Damn.
you good?
Yeah,
You
no,
all
no, no.
right?
I'm fine. I totaled the other guy's car though,
Oh
Damn.
shoot.
but I drive
Damn.
an older truck, so like my truck hardly didn't take no damage at all. Really, like at
So your
most
shit needed.
I'll need a new headlight, but his shit like his
God
airbags deployed
damn.
and shit.
Nah,
Like
I know what real talk because y'all don't know this about real talk is like 6'4". So he gets in a fucking accident. And he walks over and sits on the hood of the guy car and shit and looks at him, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to fight. Just exchange our information.
no, because
Bullying.
they'll see my old cause I drive a Ranger, bro. I drive an older Ranger, so it's a little mid-sized truck. You know what I'm saying? So they're thinking it's an old man in that bitch or something. And they see my fucking 6'2" big ass come out that motherfucker. They're like,
Motherfucker
oh
climb out
shit.
that shit. Like, I stay in the car. Stay in the
You
car,
know what I'm
honey.
saying? They
You know
see
what I'm
both
saying?
shoulders come out. It's the same width of the car and shit. They're like,
You know
oh
what I'm
fuck.
saying? You know what I'm
Fucking
saying?
man, they
Car
like
really is
Clarissa Shields and shit.
But nah,
for
it's
real
cause
quick. Clarissa hop out shadow boxing and shit.
dude was going 70 in the far left lane. Like that's illegal in Texas type shit.
Mm.
And
Wow.
and I'm trying to get around this dude. And I get around him, and then I get in front of the 18 wheelers. I get off to the left, to the right lane. Dude zooms past me. I'm like, okay, cool. Now we're going fast in the left lane. Let's go. I get back behind him like we're finna get in front of the rest of these 18 wheelers. This nigga starts brake checking me. I'm like, what the fuck you brake checking me in the far left lane for, weirdo? And he's like looking in his mirror, like looking around me and shit. I'm like, bro, I will beat your ass on the middle of this fucking highway. Like,
Yo.
this is Loop
like,
12, bro. Like, I'm from West Dallas, bro. I'm from right here down the street. Don't fucking play with me.
like we could fucking
And
get on the
so
shoulder.
he
You know
fucking
what
brake
I'm saying?
checks me one more time. I get off to the left. He slams his brake harder. I hit the back of his left tail. fucking basically spin this dude like 90 degrees and pin his door shut. And I'm like, oh fuck, I think I just
But you
hurt
know,
this
Fucking
dude.
you know they're gonna say it's your fault because you know anything where you hitting them from the rear is your fault. That's
No,
they
no,
gonna say that
actually,
you.
the only reason they said that I wasn't liable was because the guy admitted to attempting to slow me down. He told the cop, he's like, "Well, I'm trying to slow this guy down. He's driving like a maniac." I'm like, "Bro, you
What
had
a
three other guys
fucking
already
moron!
pass you."
he's an idiot.
Like,
Fucking
I'm
He
like,
should
idiot.
have
your dumb ass
lied.
is trying to slow down
He's an
traffic. I'm like, that makes you
idiot.
liable, you fucking
Fucking
moron.
idiot. I would have been
Yeah,
crying
that's
when
a
the cops.
Real
I
dumbass.
would have
talk.
been crying when the cops got there. You know what I'm saying?
Not because personally, like, personally, if you start crying when the cops pull up, I can't fuck with you no more. So I'll just on
That'd be
principle.
some funny ass shit, man.
Nah, soon as whoop
Real
whoop.
No,
real talk.
I was more so crying when they told me that they had to take my truck. I was like, no, but
No
why?
sex noises.
Damn.
Uh,
That
you
was
know what I'm
that was
saying?
like Monday type shit.
Oh shit, man. But nah. Yeah, I'm gonna take
Hey,
tomorrow off. Shit like that. Go ahead, undefeated.
yeah, I think a couple lives ago you said that if they should let go of Golden Boy, the zone. Yeah, at this point, yeah, bro. Y'all need to go to Tubi because y'all
Yeah.
ain't.
I mean,
Especially
if
if
you
you're
no,
if
the question was if they gave him the boot because some people were saying that a few weeks ago. Y'all know that, right? That Golden Boy's deal, both of their deals are actually set to be up very soon. But Eddie kind of let y'all know. He let everybody know that now they gonna re up with the zone because their deal is about to be up. But Golden Boy's deal is about to be up, and the rumor was that the zone is like, yeah, they not happy with them. They not happy with them. And then you hearing
They
this
were
shit about Virgil and Boots. They like, yo, make that fight. What's good? Make that fight. That they putting pressure on them and shit. It's like,
you.
they might get the boot, y'all. They might get the boot.
Of course, they a constant fucking
No,
headache.
cause
Go
yeah,
back
cause
in
think
time.
about that shit. If they're coming at you, like, hey, this is a fight that we need to have made, and you don't make that fight, yeah, that's you're getting booted, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes,
Go
no.
go further back in time with Golden Boy in the zone when they was trying to do Devin. When Eddie was trying to get Devin and Ryan in the ring, they trying to work with PBC every fucking
Yep.
time. When Gia and Andre, oh, we want Charlo. Like every single time they trying to work with somebody else instead of doing shit
Hell
in house.
yeah, it's a
They're a
fucking
constant
pattern.
fucking headache. Oh,
Or
now let's go
somebody
to
gets sick, they pull their
let's go to
labia or some
recent
shit.
times. You got fucking Schofield and his zesty ass father with fucking android
Yup.
cords up his ass in the bed.
Yeah, bro pulled his labia.
The shit is, like, say that they got kicked off of the zone. They'll probably go right over there to Amazon. Like they'll go to Amazon and be with the PBC. I
Yeah,
could see that.
I can see that. Yeah,
Because nobody else would pick them up. If you lose your DAZN contract, bro, there's really not somewhere else to go, bro. Where you gonna go? Gonna go to
that's
Amazon, do
crazy,
what?
bro. The
Facebook
boxing
Live.
landscape in America is fucking ass right now, bro.
it's like you said, bro. If you were rich, you wouldn't invest in boxing. No, no,
No,
because you got the one of the. I guess the most. I guess sad to say the hottest fight is Virgil versus Boots. No, the promoters on board, the fighters are on board, but the managers are not. I'm like, man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
the shit is
No,
that
no,
right
no.
now,
The
like
fighter letting his
especially,
managers do that shit.
we talking about if we look at boxing in America right now, right? There's no reason for a network. Forget just being an investor, not even a Turkey LL Sheik, but a network executive or a network. There's no reason for you to pick up boxing. There's no reason. You won't make no money. You'll get into it thinking because they all made the same mistake. You'll get into it thinking that we'll put on these fights that'll bring metrics to our platform. Well, those fights are the ones that won't happen. Or those are the fights that are going to be super duper expensive because you
They'll be
don't know
stuck
the
behind a
industry.
paywall and shit.
There you go. And then when they're behind the paywall, you don't get the metrics that you were looking for. You're looking for, oh, we do a fight on a Saturday, we get 1 million, 2 million, 3 million viewers or what. Yeah, you're not going to get that. You're not going to,
Shit, shit's
literally, you're not
ass,
going to
bro.
get that.
No return
There,
on
there's,
investment.
there's, for a network, like, I could see Top Rank going into business with Peacock. And Top Rank, they don't got a lot of baggage right now, you know. T.O. is off with Turkey, you know. He like that's not really your headache anymore. Whatever he do, you get a cut, but that's not your headache anymore. The same might be true of Keyshawn. That if Top Rank landed on Peacock, they could make that work. They could make that work. And it's just a lot of the fights will be small because take away T.O.
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, what do you come to the networks with?
Xander becomes the face of Top Rank. Now think about what they do have. You got Xander, you got Abdullah, you got Richie. You still have foreign rights. You still have foreign rights to shows. You still cool with Mr. Honda. You still could, you know, do something with the other with Zanfer, because you still cool with Zanfer too. This is what you bring to the table. This is relatively inexpensive when you think about it. What does a Richard Torres fight cost? What does an Abdullah Mason fight cost?
A couple milli, maybe.
Not what Richard Torres,
It's
bro. They pay that my dude. They
shit.
pay that dude in S curl, bro, and Gillette razors, bro.
He gets the chips. He gets the Lord's chips.
Yeah,
He
he's not in a place where you paying him. Like I could tell you right now, he's not in a place where he's getting a mil per fight. Like no, hell no.
fuck no.
He's not
Richard,
there.
nah, that
No.
nigga ain't even in 12 rounders.
Yeah, he's still a prospect basically.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I'm looking at,
Yeah.
at Turkey like, bro, $6 million for Shakur. Are you out
That
of your
shit,
mind?
that shit's so fucking stupid, bro.
15 for Devin.
And it's on, and it, you know that shit's on the strength of this is little baby Floyd.
I mean,
That's all that's on the strength of, bro. That's all it is, bro. There's no other fucking reason that you could name.
I don't
that
see
they're
a
worth
reason.
that.
I don't see a reason for Turkey to even use Devin. Like right now, like for what? What you gonna use him
Well, you
for?
see-
Lewis Crocker?
Well, you see, he ain't trying to pay for no Lewis Crocker fight now, don't you?
You see what I mean? Yeah, like what would be the big? I'm telling you, like there's not a fight that you could put Devin in that I even, bro. I don't fucking care, bro.
All they got is that Ryan shit, bro. That's it.
I want to see Devin
care
and
about that shit.
Devin versus child support court, bro. I'll pay for
Let me
that.
let me get Devin Haney versus Artur Beterbiev inside a project.
Let me get Devin. Let me get Devin Haney versus Young Thug.
The battle of the Islam
and
and shit.
the door don't
Muslims.
open. And the door don't open.
Let me get Devin Haney versus Young Thug in fucking and fucking what's that fucking island they were gonna do the fights on?
Let me get Devin Haney.
Alcatraz.
What's that
there you go.
submarine? Wait, what's that submarine that exploded? What's it called?
Yo, you know
You
you.
talking about the one they was using a fucking video game controller to control?
Yeah, what's the name of
That was
They got
some
crushed like a
bullshit,
fucking
bro.
soda can.
Yo, fam, you know how fucking retarded you gotta be to go into the depths of the ocean, controlled by a fucking Game Boy controller, PlayStation
Yeah, we're
controller.
gonna
Bro,
go
I'd
to the
have took
Titanic.
one look at that and been like, "Fuck you, fuck this."
Do you know the Olympic athlete? She's fine. Her name is Suni. I think her last name is Lee.
What's her sport? What's her sport?
She does like the beam balance or whatever that shit's called. She's a
Oh,
gymnastics.
she's a
bitch.
gymnastic. She's a gymnast.
Yeah. She is fine. And then she posted something on Twitter talking about you're gonna have to spoil me and my friends. And here goes Devin. Devin's like with the evil emoji.
Ain't no fucking way.
Tricking.
Yeah, bro.
Always
No
tricking.
way.
And then people in the comments are like, man, you're supposed to be a Muslim, right? Oh, part-time Muslim. They're just like, bro, you're not.
Bro, like
Bro, that
not for
nigga's
nothing.
corny,
I was,
bro.
look, motherfuckers say, you know, because the rule is that it ain't tricking if you got it. You know, that's what they say. No, that's
The hell with
I'm
that.
just saying. I'm just saying that that's what some people say. But when
If
you
you
look
got
like
it, you can
Devin,
get it off the strength.
Yeah.
when you look like Devin, you got to trick, bro. There ain't no you gotta do you gotta do that, bro. You gotta do that. You too awkward and weird you're not gonna get bitches off a talk game. You know,
Nah,
you
so
gotta
like
come in.
so for me personally, like in school type shit, right? Because I grew up pretty poor. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't get the newest Jordans and all that shit, right? So there were two types of dudes that got pussy. There were the dudes that had the newest Jordans. They had a little bit of gold. You know what I'm saying? The Gucci glasses and shit. You looked like you had a little bit of money, right? And then there were the dudes like me. They were just fucking. They were just fucking tall. They knew they had a big old dick, cause fucking word got around type shit. So it was like Devin is that dude that like, yeah, you got pussy because you could flash a little bit of change, but you never
I'm gonna tell you.
developed game.
Real talk? Can I tell you why I got pussy? Let me tell you
What's
why
good?
I got pussy. Cause I wasn't afraid to fuck fat bitches or ugly bitches.
Oh, that's how
I
you
got,
gotta fucking aim low, bro. Aim low.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Might hit. Yeah,
It's level
that ain't
grinding.
even cap, bro. That ain't even cap. Like, yeah, I fuck some fat
No,
bitches.
that's
Fuck
another
yeah.
strategy. Just aim low, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was getting some love, some action. But
Cause
like
think about it,
Devin,
So
like,
like think about it. When you're on the game, do you get all your practice in with the level tens and
Now you
level
got to level
twenties?
grind.
no,
You
No,
got
you
to
got
you gotta
choose.
level ground with them lower shits. You know
you
what I'm
gotta
talking about?
have them sparring
You
sessions,
gotta
bro, to
level your
work on
Yeah.
them
Pokemon up with
jabs.
the lower
Got
level
to go on the
Pokemon.
grass, hit a couple rat tats.
so
Right?
Jules played the percentages. I see.
You know what I'm saying? I was stat padding, Ignacio. I was stat padding. My resume looked like Wilder
so
shit.
so you were scoring points in garbage time. Is that what was
You know
going
what
on?
I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was stat padding, bro.
Jules was busy fighting tomato cans.
You know what I'm saying? I
That
was
nigga
stat.
got that Wilder record, bro.
It's a lot of Harold
Yeah.
Sconeers is in that shit, yo. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker got some rounds in. You know what I'm saying? But real
That
shit, like,
that Benavidez resume.
bro, Devin is just an awkward dude. Like, the shit is, you ain't even gotta. Yo, all right, you want to talk to this Olympic fucking gymnast bitch and her
she,
strong ass pussy.
oh,
You
she
ain't gotta
fine.
be leaving emojis and all of that. You DM the bitch, you put your dick in the DM. If she don't like it, leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? And write her name on your dick. You know what I'm saying? I'll
Oh,
write her name.
that
What's the bitch name?
that
Suni?
that
Soon?
Sony
You
Lee, I
know?
think she was standing next to Ice Spice, and they were making a video. I guess she felt a little ratchet, and here comes Devin. Not if I could help it with the evil of a video.
No, you know what I found out impresses bitches? I'll tell them like, look, check it out. I can hang full like 4 full towels on my shit. They were like,
I,
word. They want to see the shit. It's like it impresses them.
I'm. I'll say this that I don't, maybe I'm different to other people in this. I wouldn't do none of that. If the bitch is not in my vicinity for me to, you know what I'm saying, fill this bitch out and get some rhythm from, I'm not DMing you. You're not important. I've always been that way, even before the era of DMs, even before the, like, yeah, all this, yeah, I'm not doing all that. Fuck am I doing all that for?
No, yeah, because
Oh,
I'm a pretty physical type of person. So like, if I'm not gonna be able to see you often, or like if you're not close enough for me to be able to see you often, like I'm just, yeah, I don't feel it the same way. It's not worth my
I'm gonna
time,
say
really.
that it feel like, for me, it feel like start that type of shit where I gotta, yeah, I'm not starting off at a handicap. The fuck, I ain't even in it. I ain't even on it like that. Like, the fuck, this whole shit, like, this culture is different to me. That, oh, you gotta DM the bitch, and yeah, I ain't doing all that. Fuck out of here. I gotta be funny for this bitch, man. I'm fuck out of here. I'm gonna go eat a chopped cheese sandwich, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. I couldn't do it. But that's the culture that we in now. For the young guys, yeah, you gotta slide in the DMs and try to get a bitch to pay attention. Yeah, I ain't doing all that.
Yeah, fuck
If
all
I
that,
was
man.
a young guy, I guess I'd just be like fucking Julio and jerk off a lot.
Jules, but the thing is, the
Julio.
reason that a lot of these fucking youngsters have to do that is because they don't go outside. That's
True.
why
That's, you
they
see what I
don't
do.
go
That's what I
outside.
mean. Like, yeah, you get outside, the bitch see you, you see the bitch, and yeah, it's so like it's implied, like, bro, it's already there. You get outside, you see the bitch, the rhythm is there. You feel me? Whereas this whole thing, like, message the bitch, you want to come out, fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. I'm
It's
jerking
because
off tonight.
like dudes don't got game, bro. They never figured out how to talk to a female type shit. Like they don't understand how to have a conversation or even how to start one.
Yeah,
Like.
But I just feel like that the act of like, oh, you gotta slide in I couldn't do it. Like, and I know that that's normalcy for young people. Like, I'm old. I'm an old person in this era. But I'm saying that the young folk, when they trying to get these bitches off of the gram or whatever, or off of Twitter, they gotta slide in their DM and do all that. But man, I ain't doing all that. Fuck out of here.
I'm like Jada
I w-
Kid. I'm outside.
Yo, I'm gonna send you a 10-minute video of me jerking off. I ain't going to sleep. Fuck out of
And
here,
that's
bitch.
another body increase.
Fuck you, bitch. You
Oh
doing
man.
none of
Nah,
that.
you just gotta send them the money shot, bro. That's all they're there for.
That's one for you too.
Jules got
Oh shit.
blindsided.
Wait, what kind of message would it
Yes.
send?
You gotta have the archive. You know one. I got one I made for a bitch where I grew it inside a toilet paper tube and shit.
I'ma have you
That's one of the
spin me
best ones,
round
bro.
and round. I'm had that playing in the background. Hey man, get the fuck out of here, man. Cause I just don't like the idea of starting off at a handicap. That feel like I'm starting off. You meet a bitch, and you could tell off top if she with it or not, if you getting rhythm or not. Like, yeah, it's in person, in
And
the
I got one
physical.
like for example, like okay, so I met this bitch. I was watching the Avengers Infinity War, right? I was there with my homeboys and shit. I'm in the concession stand line. There's this pretty Ethiopian girl standing behind me. You know what I'm saying? And I see her standing behind me. I'm high as fuck. I'm like, all right, how do I talk to this girl? I just turn around. I'm like, man, this. I just start talking to her like I know her and shit. I'm like, man, this line long as fuck. And she's like, oh my god, I know, right? Boom, you're in there. Like that, they'll
Yeah,
they'll
like
give you that energy off top.
because if they gonna make they a lot of the game is just them making themselves available to you like high key. Like it don't make no sense to poly a bitch that ain't even feeling you like that. You just gonna waste time. You know what I mean? Like it's not worth it. In the physical, if they want you to do something to them, they gonna let you do something to them. They gonna make themselves available for you to do something to them. But all this, I ain't doing all that. Fuck out of here, b. And then after I
Yeah.
nut, it don't even fucking matter. I'm
Right?
I'm I'm still gonna eat a Cuban sandwich and go to sleep and roll. Man, get the fuck out of here, bitch. Fuck out of here, bitch. You know what
In
I'm
the
saying?
immortal words of Snoop Dogg, but we don't love him though.
I would only do that for this joint right here, yo.
Oh hell no. Hey, that's a bounty right there, bro. That's a bounty.
How's that a bounty, homie? Like it's Big
Bro,
It
she
Taylor.
ain't a bounty, but ain't shit there, just like I asked.
This for them Taylors. This is for them Taylors. This is for them Taylors, bro. I'll be right back after these commercial messages.
That's like that principle of like you're DMing this bitch good night every night. Not getting anything back. Meanwhile, she's waiting for a dude that can't text her only with Wi-Fi and shit. Like if a bitch wants you, bro, she wants you type shit. And if she don't, she don't. Bitches are ruthless.
Yeah, I don't slide in DMs because then you gotta be selected in the draft, bro, because there's like 45 other guys that trying to hit her at the same time. Like, nah, I'm good. Face to face, that's the only way.
Yeah, man. I'm old school like that, man. You know. I don't know. I've been on like social media and like things like that since 2010. I could say from then till now, but not recently, but I probably banged about a good maybe about five bros. I'm off a line, I met online or whatever platform, Facebook, Play, whatever. About about 5 or 6 bros and shit. So
Now you know where I got the most pussy off of online. Facebook dating.
oh really? I never been there.
So
So I
that's
got
that's where I met my current girlfriend.
really wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, yeah, nah. I get pretty lucky. Like I tend to attract women that like don't really fuck around or like don't really like too many people type shit.
I used to get
So
on
I got pretty lucky.
Yeah, I used to get on social media just dumbing the fuck out, and it attracted a few people and a few women, and then banging him. I was like, I was working around. It was really cool too.
And damn, now that I think about it, the last girl I was in a relationship with, we were together for like 4 years. I met her on X when it was Twitter. Like, oh, yo.
Damn.
Damn type shit. Nah, the girl that before I was with her for like almost 4 years. Um, we reconnected on Facebook, but we had known each other since like middle school type shit.
I don't know. I always go for like slutty girls, man. I never go with a girl. Go for a broad that I can develop something with. Hardly ever.
Nah, like I've played I've played with the slutty ones type shit. I've sold my oats type shit.
I
But
tap
I definitely always end up with a good girl type shit.
or
I just, I don't know. Maybe it's my age. I can't spend a lot of time with a girl. If I'm just trying to fuck, then I gotta let you know I'm just trying to fuck. I'm not looking for nothing serious. But but the whole take me out shit, like nah, I'm
yeah.
good.
I was kind of like Jeffrey Dahmer minus the cannibalism. I was
The fuck?
bring bring them home, drug them, eat them, just send them on their fucking way. That was that was
What the fuck?
it.
That boy was Bill Cosby or what?
I don't even want to know, man.
No, I mean don't drug them like just get them do just drink, smoke, whatever
Oh, okay, okay.
eat their ass out. Just eat them up and send their ass home.
Shit.
No, but
Yeah, shit. I don't blame you, bro. Shit. Get him a little high, a little drunk. It's go
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's all it is, bro. Most of them will
Yeah.
fuck off for like maybe $40, $60.
shit, man. Like, yeah, I mean, but those days are over, man. For real, I can't do that shit no more. Since I got my metal spine,
Well,
Oh
what's the most
shit.
y'all ever blown on a date?
The
I was
most. 200 maybe.
over 300 for me.
Damn. Damn. There was a time where I was having like one night stands, and that was a while ago, and it was just like, damn, I can't do that no more, bro.
You be feeling
I
like a
guess.
whore, right?
Well, that too, bro. I feel like I'll be feeling like what the fuck, bro. Because sometimes I will come home from the
Hey,
club, and
where's your spot? Where you be taking them?
Super Seven right there off of 30 and Samuel,
I do. That's funny,
Right there
nigga.
off of 30, Jim Miller and 30, right there off of Samuel, bro. Right there, Super Seven, $60 for the night.
That's
Yeah,
funny,
bro.
bro. That's funny as fuck. I know
Yeah,
exactly what you're talking about.
right there, bro. In East Dallas, the Grove, bro. I just man, but now, bro, cause I had to chill, cause sometimes when you're buzzed, you just trying to smash, and sometimes I would just raw dog it, and I'd be praying the next day,
Oh,
bro.
bro, living on the edge.
Yeah, bro. I hell no, I ain't trying to go out like Easy. Fuck
Man,
that.
you can't do it in no circumstances. For real. I mean,
Can't what?
can't do that. Can't raw dog it.
Yeah, that's why I had to chill out, bro. I just like nah, nah.
Can't, man. It's them juices, man. Them juices ain't nothing to be playing with. You got to be protected at all times. Have
Shit.
to. Them juices what really fuck niggas up and had their ass going crazy. Weak dick niggas, actually. Niggas can't deal with them juice. That's that's where the kryptonite lies in the juice, man. For real. Some of us consume it, drinking it, internet shit now, consuming it. We got that shit in our system, and we got the bitch in our system. We wonder why we can't let her go.
Shit, man. I would there was times where if I had a one night stand and after we're done fucking, we exchange numbers or whatever. I was so scared because I can't remember if I nutted or not. So I told her like, "Hey, I think the rubber busted." So I would tell her like, "Hey, go get a plan B," and she's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah," and she would go get the plan B, and I would ghost her after that. Like, all right, cool.
Well, longer you know she got it, so the responsibility is in your hands, baby.
Oh, oh yeah. Shit.
I hear you, man. Shit. She lucky you were that thoughtful.
Shit.
That's a good thing. That's a good deed. But I think I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette too, man. I'm eating dinner late tonight. Bullshit, cause Jules got on early tonight, man. That's what fucked me up.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to have been at 8. Tomorrow's Friday, right? Okay.
Yeah, tomorrow Friday, man.
Well, I don't know. I gotta figure. I know I ain't paying for that Subaru shit, so fuck
Nah,
that.
I'm gonna pay for that bullshit. I ain't nothing else on the TV except news about that lady that got popped yesterday.
Oh
That
man,
shit is everywhere, bro. What the
You know they're
fuck?
they're protesting right now in Dallas, bro. City Hall.
That shit is wild. I mean, like that shit. I don't know. Like I felt like we live in an upside down world. Homegirl. I don't know. Like I don't feel like even getting into it, but it's like, homegirl, you got yourself shot.
Apparently, more people got shot.
Joe, I looked at that shit, but that nigga was on some. He just ran up to her door and grabbed the door, like
Nah, he wasn't the one that shot her. It wasn't him. It was a dude. It was two
the
dudes.
was
The
coming the
Yeah,
opposite.
it was two. The dude got out the car. He goes up to the window. That dude. That's not the dude that popped her. The dude that popped her was the dude that was in front of her shit. It was a dude in front. Yeah, somebody just dropped off, so your mic probably went out again. It was a dude that was in front of the car, and and I don't think she meant to run him over. I really don't. I think she was trying to peel out and get the fuck up out of there. But because that dude is in front of your car when you did that, you know what he think? He think you tried to run him over. So he did what somebody would do when they think that.
I don't fault them.
I don't fault them. I don't think it was necessary.
No, because you
I
gotta
wish it.
understand, like your vehicle is a fucking deadly weapon, bro.
And like if you see it, because there's a vantage point where you could see, yo, the car brushed them. There's a vantage point where you could see that. It shows the front of the car, it shows the dude in front of the car, and it shows that the shit grazed him. Now I think he was quick to pull the trigger. Like I do think that, like, you ain't had to pop that bitch. Y'all could have chased the bitch down, but you know what I mean? Woulda, coulda, shoulda, homie. Maybe you shouldn't try to block motherfuckers doing a federal operation. Maybe you should not do that. Maybe when they going to scoop up motherfuckers, you need to mind your motherfucking business, because that really wasn't even your problem. That's my
Yeah,
frame
type
of
shit.
mind. Because that's yeah, them motherfuckers is going to scoop up motherfuckers. What business is that of yours? That's none of your business. And that shit is everywhere. I just seen Jesse Ventura crying about that shit. He over there saying his bullshit. And no, this is not a third world country, bro. This is not a third world country. People gonna wake up tomorrow and go get their favorite drink at Starbucks. That's what they gonna do. They gonna go to Whole Foods and pay marked up prices for produce. That's what they gonna, because this is not a third world country. Y'all gotta stop exaggerating and selling people bullshit ideas, and that'll fix the problem. This is not a third world country. Y'all know what them dudes is doing and who they looking for. It's almost like if you seen a police squad car and you tried to block it in. What do you think they're gonna do? Think about it. If it's a squad car, NYPD, they rolling up the block. You and your buddies decide you gonna put your car right in front of they shit. What you think gonna happen after that? Nothing good. But y'all want to keep playing games. Like, I don't think it's sad, but at the same time, it's like, yo, this is a real dumb way to die, fam. Like,
It's
this,
social media, bro. Like the people sit there and scroll all fucking day. They get desensitized to this shit. They think it's a fucking game and shit like that.
I
Like,
really
no,
do. I like, that's what I thought. That, like, y'all really think it's a game. You do. You think it's a game. If you rolled up on an NYPD squad car and you tried to form a blockade with other vehicles, what do you think is going to happen? And what do you think they going to think? Yo, we being ambushed? Yo, we being ambushed. The fuck? That's what they going to think. It ain't no different with them with the Iceman. Like, yeah, it ain't no different. because they know y'all want to, they know y'all trying to get wild with them. Shouldn't have did that shit. That's all I could say. You shouldn't have did that shit. But I seen Jesse talking that shit. I seen Jesse talking some third. This not no third world, homeboy. People gonna wake up tomorrow and go get creamy drinks at Starbucks. That's what they go, because this not the third world. Y'all just keep acting stupid. Like y'all don't know no better.
I seen Jasmine Crockett was crying in Congress today. Like, man, get that bitch out of here.
You know why she crying? They ended her political.
Yeah. And then the sad thing about it is that it hits home. When I mean home, like I'm from Dallas, she represents us. Like that bitch ain't doing nothing for us. Like, man, hell no, man. Like,
Jasmine Crockett, like, look, every clip I seen of Jasmine made me wonder how the fuck did she get that seat? Every clip I seen it, I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what is this? Is a politician?
just
I,
but just like that bitch Omar, I will
mhm.
clap Jasmine Crockett. I will clap her.
No, yeah, she cute. No, yeah, she
Yeah,
cute.
yeah.
She cute. Like I never denied that she cute. Talk a lot of shit, but what bitch don't?
Type
What
Come here,
bitch
shit.
don't?
soldier.
Say it again.
Like, come here, sister soldier.
I ain't understand. But yeah,
It ain't important.
but yeah, it's like something like something. You know what the shit is? It's escalation. Like the reason it's on my mind so heavy is because of how warped the mentality is right now. That there's gonna be more violence because of this. You got
The
people that are
Jews.
there's gonna be people that are presenting this as something that it is not, and because they're doing that, it's gonna incite more violence from the other side. That's what's going. Yeah, like that's what's gonna happen because these motherfuckers is retarded. Like it ain't complicated what's going on, and it's not new either. Like I said, motherfuckers been getting scooped up and deported, bro, since I was young. Yeah, motherfuckers been getting scooped up and deported for a very long time. ICE ain't doing nothing that ain't been getting done for decades. That's not new. That they'll go find you and
That
put
is
your ass
true.
on a plane.
That is
Like that's
true.
not new. They've
Hmm?
been doing that.
Obama did it a lot, and Bush did it, and Clinton did it, and
Clinton
yeah,
Bro,
Clinton did it.
yeah, yeah.
You know Clinton
No,
did
I
it.
know, I
Like
know,
bro, that
I know.
been going on. That's not
Yeah,
new.
yeah. I don't. That's
Yep.
why. That's
Gestapo.
why. You know what? I just don't subscribe to either ideology. I don't care. It's like doesn't matter.
yeah.
It's not. It's not a thing for me. You know. But that the video was horrid because at first I thought, well, she was dumb and protesting, but I think she was on her street trying to get by, and she was waving people by, and then she got capped. But there's a lot. I mean, they're gonna have a hard time prosecuting this guy
No, I
because
mean,
the
listen,
defense is
listen. Like,
they're gonna argue that she was
Well,
trying to mow him
no,
down,
they're
but
gonna
that wasn't true.
listen, Don. They're gonna disappear that guy, man. The
Yeah,
look, the video, and I'm not a police. I'm not a guy who like police. I'm not that guy. I am not that guy. But the video is very clear. There's a separate vantage point that shows the front of the vehicle where the guy that clapped her. It shows, yo, it looked like. I know. I don't think she wanted to run him over. I think she was trying to peel out and get up out of there. That's what I think she was doing.
oh yeah, yeah.
But the video in the video you see the like, nah, ma, you grazed him with your car.
She
It
did.
shows it clear as day.
She did, but at the same time, he fired the
well,
weapon once
right.
he was clear of danger. Hold on, let me land the plane really quick. He fired the weapon 2 more times after the vehicle was cleared, and he had two options. He could have gotten out of the way and fired the gun, but instead he chose to get in the way of the car, and as it was moving, he moved out of the way, and as he was moving, he fired the gun. He didn't have to kill her. He didn't have to do that.
I would only raise this concern, Don, because I agree with you on that point that you didn't have to shoot.
He completely overreacted. This is one thing we have to understand about government agencies like the police or any of these people. Our rights don't end when their fear begins, because it's true. This is a civil rights lawyer always says that, and he's always going on about how it's important for us to be, as a society, to really respect our lives a little bit more, because we're dealing with people that are on edge and they are scared. They are
But
afraid.
Don,
Well,
that's the point that I'm. Country, wait your turn. Don, that's the point that I made yesterday. And that's why I said that this is why these people need to stop thinking that this shit out here is a game. This is not a
Not a
game.
game. It's not a
You're
game.
impeding. This is a federal operation. You understand that?
It's
You are
not a game.
basically fucking. You basically fucking
Yes.
with federales. That's what you
Yes.
basically fucking
Yeah.
with.
And a
if
lot of
you
the law is going to back them up.
and just think about it, Don, because I liken it to, yo, dog, would you try to form a blockade around an NYPD squad car? Nah, right? That's not smart. Because how you think they're going to respond if they feel that an outside force is ambushing them? What do you think they're going to do?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this goes against logical thinking, because government agencies have a lot of power over the people. The laws are always going to favor any of the employees that are working for a government agency, whether it's a police or a federal agency like ICE. So when you think of that video, unfortunately, the fact that the guy got in front of the car is going to play against her. The only thing I was critical at first of was that she was actually actively protesting, but you know what? She was actually on her street and she was actually waving people by. So there's a credible argument on their side too. So you have two sides of the story.
Okay.
You're going to have to
know.
win.
I didn't know that. So
Yes.
So that was her street.
And you
That
want
was
to know?
her street.
Yes, that was her street. And also,
Okay.
2 cars passed by when she waved them by, and those were ICE. Those were ICE agents in those cars. They passed by. So that ICE agent escalated things. She blocking the roadway was maybe her trying to get around or going home. She's probably trying to go home because she just dropped her kid off at school.
No, wait a minute now. Wait.
No.
Didn't
That was
somebody
her
say?
street.
No, listen. Didn't somebody say that she was leading a protest?
No. She had led protests before, but in that moment, that was her street, and she was probably either trying to get home or trying to leave home or something. And there was a bunch of shit going on, and maybe she did seize the opportunity to be like, "Well, I'm going to block this and then tell people to go around." But why would she tell people to go around her if she was actively blocking ICE? That makes absolutely no sense. So that argument right there has to get tossed out the window. She actively waved people by, and the ICE agent that stopped decided to escalate the things, and the guy that shot her definitely went overboard. So
can I add
he
something?
He did. Good.
Okay, I don't know if there's any truth to this, but I did see a video. I didn't get to watch it, but I saw it, the title and everything, and it was talking about that particular agent had gotten dragged before in a prior protest. So
Well, that
I mean,
doesn't.
again,
But that
it doesn't mean
that
anything.
that doesn't mean like
Doesn't
the
mean
only
anything.
the only
I
value
don't know.
of him.
I'm not making excuses
No,
for him.
you're
I'm
making.
just
You
saying-
are making excuses. You're making
he's
shit
pointing,
up, and you're making
he's
excuses.
pointing out. No,
I'm
he's
just.
pointing
I'm
out a
just.
valid.
I'm playing.
Fuck you,
I'm
country.
playing, I'm
Fuck
playing.
you, country.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Country,
I
What
mean,
I was gonna say. What I was gonna. No,
between-
listen. What I was gonna say.
Fuck.
Because I saw the same thing that particular agent that fired the shot was involved in a prior incident, and the most that I can say is
let's dogpile
that's
on
the-
country. Let's dogpile on country like the liberals are going to dogpile on ICE. Come on, let's go.
yeah,
Yeah,
come
go
on.
ahead. Why not?
Hey.
Fuck you, country.
No. But
You know?
the only value in that agent was involved in something is that it speaks to what was already said. These guys are rap tight. They're high strung, right? They're on edge. These are not people you play with.
Yep.
And that's the point that I'm making. These are not people that you play with, like in any capacity. Okay, they're armed in their line of work. They are armed. All right. That should already. You know, like okay, you know, I don't want to fuck around. I don't want to move suddenly. I don't want to do
Right.
anything
Yeah,
around these people.
Yeah.
You know, because they're high strung. Now, if this woman really was on her street, because I hadn't heard that before, you just said it. I actually hadn't heard that.
One of the women after the crash happened said, what do you expect from me? And the guy's like, why don't you relax? Well, what do you expect? You just shot my neighbor. Like that person lives.
Shit.
You just shot my neighbor. Also, there was a guy on the street that said, "I'm a doctor. Can I go take a look at her?" And the guy says, "No, I don't care. If you're a doctor, we have our own people." And there were no.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because at that point it was a crime scene, so they're like, "No, we're not letting you on."
Well, listen, it's a shooting with somebody. So the people that enforce this this method, are the Israeli military. They basically, if there's a person that they shoot and they're bleeding out, doesn't matter if they're where they're from, whatever hostile force is breaching their walls, if they're bleeding out, they tell people you can't get them medical attention. Medical attention will be provided by us and only us. So that kind of thing is wonky. Also, I have to point out the fact that these ICE agents, if they're hiring, a lot of them got hired on during the government shutdown, and some of them came back to work. But I got to tell you right now, a lot of the ICE agents that are being hired in different places are basically police academy rejects.
Yeah. Shout out to Kevin Durant. Doesn't help Trump's administration instigating this by putting out ICE highlight reel clips. Everyone knows left are crazy and capable of violence. LOL. Do it low key like Obama, who deported even more. And that speaks to what I was saying earlier, Don. That my fear is escalation, because no matter what, one side has made up their mind how they're going to feel about it. Both sides, really, at the end of the day. There's people on the right that, as far as they're concerned, nothing to see here, bitch got shot. Not the right attitude towards something like this. Not the right attitude at all. But the people on the left, they've never had the right attitude about any of this.
A lot of them don't.
They said 2 more got shot in Portland at a protest as well. So I don't know anything about it. I just saw the headline and I'm like, oh shit.
Well, if you don't know anything about it, then why the fuck are you telling us?
Because I saw the motherfucking headline, you goddamn grease monkey.
Hey, beat his ass, country. Beat his ass, country.
Fuck, man. I'm seriously at a point ever without getting chastised, yelled at, or fucking ripped.
No, but seriously.
When are you gonna have a Jerry Springer type show?
I got to do that.
You got to have a boxing Jerry Springer type show.
But seriously, that if 2 more people, escalation is what I'm afraid of. Escalation, and if it's like country says, and 2 more people got shot in Portland, right? It's just gonna get worse. Because people ain't right in the head, Don, is what I'm saying. That
I know.
You have people that you got people that are gonna see this and say, you know what? It's time to pack it in and it's time to calm the fuck down. But there are other people that are going to see that and no, we're at war. The fascism.
What are you going to do? Are you going to go up against the federal agency? Like, what are you going to do? Really?
Well, the big problem, though, look, I'm not against people protesting. But the problem with a lot of these so-called protesters,
that's an American thing to do.
The problem with a lot of these so-called protesters is every time they keep coming again and again, they keep escalating, and it goes farther, and then it goes farther, and then it goes farther.
Yeah,
and
no.
It's
Country. To that point, I will say this: is that there are plants oftentimes in these mass protests.
Yeah,
because people start acting like savages, and the other side knows that, they will put a plant in to escalate. Like, listen, during the riots, the George Floyd in LA, there were like bricks laying around all of a sudden. People were pretty much enticing these people to start protesting in a violent way. And
look, I don't know how true this is, Don. I don't know how true this is. You're well versed on this subject more than I am.
Well, people get hired for this.
That's what I heard. That these, like the Venezuelan protests and then the Palestinian protests before that,
they've caught those guys.
They're being financed.
There's video.
They're being financed by a Chinese billionaire. I read that. I read that. I don't know how true it is. I don't know, but I read that.
Also, listen, you got to think about these. You got to think about this. The mainstream media is just kind of dead. So you have a lot of these breakoffs like Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens, all these people. A lot of those people are financed by Qatar interest, by Muslim interest, to go against Israel now and to switch the narrative.
I figured. When
And,
I
there's
and,
saw
also
and
another fellow by
hold
the
on.
name of George Soros that's also financing
Well,
people.
listen, George Soros is involved in so many things. We'll leave the poor man alone on this one, but because he's blamed for everything. But there are financial groups that are
Fuck that guy.
yeah,
Fuck
there. I mean, that's what I'm saying. There are a lot of financial groups invested in doing like in trying to sway the minds of people that are listening to people that are off the mainstream media outlets now. So now it's like it's getting even harder to get anything credible.
Yeah,
It's really
one
difficult.
thing that I don't like is Trump, bro. It's his response. It seems so senseless when he called that lady a professional provocateur. Like, all right, relax, bro. She just saw somebody get shot the fuck up. Like, you could just be like, hey, you know what? It's a sad situation. We're gonna investigate it. But the
I think
motherfucker, you
I
know,
no yeah I'm look I'm honestly with you on that undefeated that the things that you're seeing on the right and the things that you're seeing on the left to a degree. Now, I'm not going to make any bones about it that I see a lot more disturbing things that disturb me from the left and the right. However, that particular what you're describing, yeah, I thought that was disturbing. Like,
It is
what?
disturbing for a national
Where
for a
are?
leader. Yeah, for
Yeah,
our leader.
where exactly? Where are we that this is how these are supposed to be our leaders and our representatives?
And they're
Where are
supposed to
we that this
represent
is their
us. They're
that this
representing
is how
us.
they're behaving?
Yeah,
Like
yeah. Listen, as far as I know, that lady pays taxes. That lady's contributing to the federal fund, and she should not be treated as a domestic terrorist for trying to get away from someone wielding a gun at her. Like you shouldn't like there should or holding onto a gun or trying to detain her for no reason. Like she's on her block, she's on her street. You're overdoing it by shooting this woman. Like, come on, dude. There's another way. And also, think about the lives you're putting in danger. Once that woman's dead, the car accelerated really quick and hit another car. What if there was a kid walking to school? Like, these are what if he had no regard for the federal agents, his own people that were behind the car. So he fired rounds into that car, and there were two other agents on the other side of that car. They could have gotten hit too.
this is wild, bro. Nothing
It's
good
crazy.
is gonna
Absolutely
come out of
nothing
this
is
shit,
good.
man.
Absolutely
Nothing
not.
good is gonna come out of this shit. But like to the point that you already raised, well, what are you gonna do? Take on the federales? Because that's what the
Exactly.
fuck they are.
You can't do
That's
it.
what
I mean,
they
we have the
are.
right to bear arms to go against a corrupt government, which we have, but we can never beat them because guess what? They have jets, they have bombs, they have nuclear. They have nuclears. They have weapons of mass destruction. They have chemical gas they can use on us. They can use any means necessary to tame the public and get them under their grasp. They can do anything.
Well, also, Tim Wall's retarded ass didn't help by going, "Oh, we're going to get the National Guard out here to fight ICE, and those are our
Yeah,
troops."
like what the fuck is he proposing? A civil war in
Yeah,
Minneapolis?
it's like,
yeah.
Yes, he's
that,
desperate. That motherfucker's shaking like dice at a craps table. You know
Yeah,
he about to get fucked over.
He's a complete moron.
That's it.
I mean, that's why
Tampon Timmy about to get packed up. You know what time it is.
You can't trust any of the leaders here, blue or red. Like nobody has our best interest in mind. None of them.
Look,
Just
let
start
me say
thinking
let
that.
me say this, Don. Let me say this. Well, to a degree, I'm always going to agree with you when it comes to politicians because that's been my perspective on all politicians, irrespective of party, for a long time. You can't trust any of them, right?
Can't.
But I have to admit, underneath it all, I do trust the left a lot less than I trust the right now because of what's coming out. What's coming out is what I thought. The stuff that's coming out is what I thought. Nothing that I've seen from the left in the last 4 to 5 years, let's call it 4 years. Nothing has been, I'll say, for the betterment of the American people. Nothing about the way they operate. Like who benefits from any of these things you're trying to implement? Who benefits from any of this? Who benefits from
that's paying them?
Okay, just remember one thing, you guys, everyone in the panel. These ICE raids and everything are because of Trump's shareholders, CoreCivic and Geo Group. They are the two private prison companies that signed deals with the federal government, and when the government was shut down, they were paying ICE agents because they had with kickback money. These agencies, these privatized prison companies, are being paid for by our tax dollars. Just remember that we are paying for this out of our taxes. So this whole Doge bullshit thing that they were trying to do.
Well, I get that. Well,
Guess what?
no, listen.
The two ways I see
I get that,
it worked
but
very well. and they were like, "Fuck this guy, let's get him out of here," because it's actually kind of
Alternatively though, if you look at the reactions, just reading the room, a lot of the people that voted him for that specific talking point, which was the migrant crisis, those people, I can't put a number on it. You understand? I just know what I'm seeing, and they seem happy because that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted: a secure border and kicking
and the
kicking
economy.
the migrants.
The main thing was the economy.
economy,
Remember that,
and the economy,
which is dog shit now. More worse
No,
than it was.
I don't know
Worse
about
than-
with this Venezuela shit. We're gonna have to come back to that.
Hey,
With this
my stocks
It's
are
Venezuela
not
shit.
going to
doing
benefit us.
amazing.
It's not. You
My
think it's going to
stocks,
benefit you think it's going to benefit us, the Venezuela thing? I don't think so.
bro, my stock portfolio is doing amazing. I don't know what you talking about.
No, there's a
Fuck that.
different. There's a
Fuck
difference
out of here.
between. No, hold
Say
on.
that.
No, hold on. There's a difference between stock portfolio and people living every day, because not everybody invests in the stock market. That's not the everyday average person. Okay, I have stock. You have stock. Certain people do have it, and the stock was doing just great when Biden was in office, but the rest of the economy was not doing well because we kept having back-to-back quarter of losses. When you have back-to-back quarters of losses, you do have to declare a recession, and they didn't. They never declared a recession, even though we were in a silent recession. The stock market is the only thing that kept us from a catastrophe.
Mm. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's all bad, bro. It's all bad, and it's just getting worse. It's just getting worse. I wouldn't say that I'm expecting BLM George Floyd riots over that broad. I'm not expecting that, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, I mean, if riots happen, they happen. But I just don't hope they don't repeat all the destruction like last time.
Well, I hope not either. But the point I'm making is, there's to the left, it's them versus the government. To the people on the left, and I think that's dangerous. I think that leaves the door open for domestic terrorism. They got a different view of what is happening. They think they're fighting fascism. They think they're in here at war with Stalin, which, like I said, is not the case, because tomorrow morning you can go to your nearest Starbucks and order your favorite fizzy drink, your favorite foamy coffee drink. You're not in a third world. You're not living in a communist, or you're not living in a dictatorship. You're not. You're choosing to get involved in shit that doesn't concern you, and then getting mad when you get maced in the face. The reality of what those guys are doing that the people on the left don't want to accept is, all they're really doing, in all actuality, and you don't like this, you're not going to like the sound of this, a lot of people aren't going to like the sound of this, is they're picking up people who are not supposed to be here. But in your mind, there shouldn't be a border, I guess. That's my purview of it. That what are they doing? They're not going after me. I don't see them folk around here.
A lot of them seem to feel that think that their feelings take precedent over what the laws are, over a lot of things, and it's just not the case. And then when they're told that, they don't like it and they get upset. I
mean, honestly, that this is not. When I see, I don't know. Like, I thought I was in a fucking parallel universe. Like, you guys are mad that they're picking up illegal aliens. I've been watching this government do that for over 20 years. This isn't new. This has been happening in the background the whole time. I don't get it. Like, this is not new. Like I said, over 20 years ago, they came and picked up a guy at my job. I've had neighbors that they came and picked up. Like, yeah, eventually they'll find you. This is not new. So why is it? I don't get it. I don't get it. There's nothing new about this. They've been doing this. This is not new.
Well, another big problem is they think that the Constitution, applies to people who come here illegally, and it doesn't.
Okay, but you know what the thing is? It doesn't, and it's not complicated. No, it doesn't. This has been explained. It does not apply to people who were not born here. It's not complicated. The same way that somebody else's constitution doesn't apply to me.
You know what's fucking crazy, bro? Back in '08 and 2012, Obama and Hillary, when they were both running, they said the same shit. They're like, hey, you can't skip anybody that's in front of the line trying to come here legally. But yet with this motherfucker, they hate them. They hate him.
Well,
They
that's
fucking
because
hate him.
what it is with him. Let me put this another way, and you'll get it immediately. Trump to them is Terrence Crawford to a Spence fan.
Probably.
With
That makes
with
sense.
to them, yeah, that they're just in a pouting. They're pouting right now. That's what is this if not
Yeah.
pouting? What is this? You're pouting. Yeah. Yeah.
Throwing a
Everything is
tantrum.
I mean, think of it's not made up. It's not made up. Obama deported people. So why are you so mad that Trump is deporting people? Obama deported
I
people.
think you know what I just think that they're just, you know, of course they're upset because it's just him, right? It's just because of him. But this is, yeah, like you said earlier, this has been going on for a very long time, and if you look at the data, it indicates that you've had multiple presidents, and some of them very, very popular on the left, that have deported more people, and without due process. Without due process? That's what they're doing. Sending people to Guantanamo Bay. You think that's due process without a judge, jury, or anything?
I think it's because he rubs it in, and I think it's because if there is something different about this administration that is different from every other administration that I have witnessed as long as I've been alive in this country, it's that he rubs it in, and so do his constituents. That's the difference. That they're pouring salt in the wound. They're making you feel silly. They're making you feel stupid. They're making fun of you. This is way more childish than anything else I've ever seen. Is there really something different about this? And the biggest difference, honestly, is, well, things are a lot more childish now than they used to be. I mean, you guys are trolling each other now. Politicians.
They getting memed up.
Yeah. But that's the difference. That, Brody, people have been getting deported from the United States for as long as I can remember, okay? That's not new at all.
Yeah, I mean, the joke in Southern California was like, "La migra, la migra."
La migra, yeah.
And it was a joke, you know. It was like you fuck around with your friends, and you know, you meet some guy at school, and he's like, you know, fresh over the border, and you're like, "La migra, cabrón," and then he's like, everyone starts laughing. That's been going on for so fucking long, dude. Like, even in Cheech and Chong. Remember the Cheech and Chong where it's like, hey,
Bro,
man,
I
my
was just
cousin's
gonna
having a
say
wedding.
that shit.
Born
They
in
get
East
Mexico.
LA.
No. But the part where he's like, hey, my cousin's getting deported. What? Yeah, he's deporting himself. He's taking the whole wedding party down there, and they get a free lunch and the ride.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like that joke's been going on forever, man. It's just, it's not. It's
I
nothing
think
new.
I think
It's
that they're
nothing new.
suffering. I think that they're just suffering from a really bad case of sour grapes. A part of it is ego. I will say that. I think that there are some contributing factors that have. I think there's more at play here.
Yeah,
Then
I
we-
mean, listen. Donald Trump ran on being a non-neocon conservative, a non-scripted, a non-conventional conservative. And guess what? He went all that time, and he right back. He's Jeb Bush. He's basically another neocon. He's turned into the very thing he promised everybody that he wasn't going to be. I'm not a neocon. I'm not going to start wars. We're going to end the forever wars. We're going to start funding, sending aid and money to other countries. We're going to take care of our own people. And he's
What
a
war
complete
did he
fucking
start?
neocon. He's a complete
what-
failure.
But I don't agree with you on that.
I do agree with
absolutely
that
do
because
not.
he ran on a policy of, I am not a neocon. I am against forever wars. I am against funding.
Which is
forever
the
wars.
forever
And that's
war?
all-
Which is the
what war are you
war?
talking about?
The forever wars are being funded with Ukraine, with Israel. Like, he's still funding these.
That was
he's
a
still
Biden
funding
shit.
these-
That was during the Biden
I
administration.
understand
bro.
that, but as a president that's running on, I'm going to end the forever wars. He's keeping them going.
Well,
He's
no,
a neocon.
I don't agree
How could
with
you
that.
not see that?
I
Wait.
don't agree. No, if
You don't
Zelensky,
agree
if
with the
no,
fact
no, no,
that
no, no,
you don't agree
I
with
don't
the fact
know.
that
Well,
he's
I can't
continuing to
agree if you
fund
talk
foreign
over me, bro.
assets?
Like I can't agree if you filibuster, bro. I can't agree or disagree if you're gonna filibuster.
You can't.
The
You
fact of the
can't.
matter is, no. What's happening between Ukraine and Russia that didn't start during his
I
administration.
understand he
That
didn't
doesn't.
start it, but why are we
Yeah, but
funding
you.
it? We
We're
shouldn't
not
be.
the.
Who cares?
Listen.
Let them do it. I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying. Let's.
So you're saying. So you're saying that he is personally at fault unless he finds
No,
a
no,
way
no,
to get
no.
them to stop
No, 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 no,
fighting.
no, no. No. You're conflating it. No, listen. I'm not saying he's at fault for the wars. I'm saying that he is supporting it with our tax money, and I want him to stop because that's our cash, and I don't want to. I don't want it going to Ukraine,
So
and I
help
don't want
me
it going
understand this.
to Israel.
Are you saying that you want him to cut off all funding to Ukraine and I'm not, it's not
This
a
is what
guilt
he
trip,
ran
but
on.
help me understand.
This is what he ran on. This was what he ran on. Yes, this is exactly what he ran on.
But
This
that's our
this
ally.
no, listen, this is a whole thing, a proxy war started by the mishandling of the Biden administration. This was a promise that they made to Ukraine saying NATO will not enter Ukraine. Therefore, we will not invade Ukraine. Guess what? Biden backtracked on that deal. NATO made its way to Ukraine. Russia invaded, and they were warned. We don't have to do this.
I'll be honest, Kevin. They're in the middle of a fucking revolt. I don't think we're going to be going to war with Iran.
No, we're not.
They're literally in the middle of a revolution, bro. They have their own problems. They can't fight us and their own people. We're not going to war with them, bro.
Not even the police want to show up.
No, he went on America first, and that's what I'm all about. I don't give a fuck about these people.
Well, I get that. I'll be honest with you, Don. I get. Listen, I get all of that.
Veterans.
I get all of that. I get all of that. But you can't tell me that it's this administration's fault that the Ruskies and the Ukraines are still fighting.
I'm not saying it's their fault, but why should we fund it?
We're giving
them aid. Why do we have to continue the work of Biden?
Giving them aid. I wouldn't. No. Listen. I wouldn't call. No. I wouldn't call giving them aid funding their war. I wouldn't call. No. I wouldn't call them giving them aid funding their war. I don't agree with that.
Of course we are.
I don't agree with that.
What do you call taking money and supplies over there? Earmarked bills and weapons to Ukraine and to Israel. What do you call that? That's not support.
Israel's our ally, bro. That's reality.
I understand that.
I don't like that. Listen, I don't like that arrangement. I don't like that arrangement any more than anybody else does, and I get that. But all these different countries have allies. I'm sick of people scapegoating that Israel is our ally. So what? And
he ran on not funding these people.
What war is Israel in again? Because don't bring up the Gaza shit, because that's not a war. That's just an ass kicking.
That's not a war. That's an ass kicking. But he is supporting Israel, and we're supporting a genocide of people that are like, they don't deserve to get fucking. Okay. Yes, they don't deserve to get massacred.
I'm sorry, Don. I'm sorry. You're not going to tell me that because they're taking a shellacking, that's a war. No, that's not a war. That's just
no. I'm just saying, why do we don't have to fund it. If they want to do it, fine, let them do it. They can do whatever they don't need our help. They don't need our money. You know who needs our money? Our veterans need our money. That's who needs our money.
I agree with that. But
our schools need our money.
When you present your argument, don't tell me that what's happening in Gaza is a war and simultaneously call it a genocide. It's not a war. There's no war. Fine. War.
Okay, fine. It's not a war. Fine. It's a bloodbath. Why are we paying for it? Why do we have to pay for it? Why do we have to pay for Ukraine? Why do we have to pay for any of this shit? This shit to stay here in our country. Our country's first. He ran on our fucking people first, and he fucked us over.
I agree with. I would not.
He's like George Bush. He's like the rest of these motherfuckers.
I would not say that we're fucked over. I would not say that,
dude. Check out our homeless veterans, bro. Check out the VAs.
Okay, and I would
check out our fucking schools, bro.
okay. Can I get a word in, or do you just want to keep
Go ahead.
filibustering? Because every time I try to get into the conversation, you keep doing the same thing. Yeah, I'm sorry to tell you this, but the veterans have been fucked the whole time, bro. Throughout every single administration, it's
I
the same
know,
fucking
but this is
story.
what the difference.
It's the same fucking story.
He ran. He promised these people. He ran on this idea that we were gonna be better.
It's only been a year, Don. Rome was not built in a day. What
I
are you
understand that,
expecting?
but
What
he
are you
ran on
expecting?
this.
Don, tell me. You're telling me that you expected the crisis between Israel and Gaza to be done
I'm not
in a
expecting
year
the
of his president? What are
No,
you
no,
expecting?
no. I'm not.
What are you
No, I'm not.
expecting?
No. That's not what I said. I'm not expecting the crisis to be over. Let them have their crisis. I don't give a fuck. I just don't want to spend our money on it. That's it. Dude, I wanted America first. This is not America first, bro.
Oh, I think we're getting there. I mean, this fucking Venezuela thing sounds sweet as plums, to be honest with you. Sounds like it's gonna be a
The
sweet
Venezuela
deal.
thing is a different animal.
No, it's not.
I
No, it's
wanted
not.
America.
No, it's
no.
why is it? Why is
Because
everything?
he didn't
So help
run.
me understand. No. That doesn't make sense. What you said doesn't make sense. A war that started when the man wasn't in office is somehow his responsibility. But an operation
The
that he
war is not
literally
his
cleared
responsibility.
while he was in office. Oh no, that's
No.
different.
You're not listening. I said it's a different animal. It's a different. I don't know the specifics about the Venezuela. I can't really say anything about it. I can't argue on behalf of it. I don't know if I'm for it or against it yet because I know nothing about it. I know nothing about it. All I know,
and everything I've seen says that America will be in charge until further notice.
Listen, all I'm saying is that he ran on stopping the funding to foreign agencies, and he's not doing that. He's funding these agencies, and this money could be better served here with our people.
And I would say, and I would say that Zelensky. I would say that if Zelensky chooses to continue, you know, because this is really between Zelensky and Putin. You can't twist this guy's arm and make him do what you want him to do. You want to stay at war? Go ahead. You're gonna lose. That's what I see. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. That's what I see. But ultimately, you can't make it this guy's fault over something that started when he wasn't even in office.
No, I'm not saying I'm not.
You are. You're saying
not, dude. Listen, Jules. There's two different things going on here,
bro. This is
Listen, I'm sorry.
geopolitics.
Okay,
This
then.
is geopolitics.
Then let me.
You can't act like it's as simple as saying, "I'm sorry, Ukraine. We're not going to give you any more money."
Hold on, Jules. Let me be clear. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, if I misspoke, I apologize to anyone of you guys who was confused by what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Maybe I wasn't very clear. I'm not blaming him for any atrocities. I'm not blaming him for starting any wars. I'm not blaming him for the genocide. I'm not blaming him for the conflict in Ukraine. That was not his doing. He did not negotiate that. He didn't authorize it. He didn't say that's cool. I'm not blaming him for any of that stuff. Well, all I'm saying is that he ran on this promise to the American people that he was going to put our country first. And so far, and I know you're saying Rome wasn't built, and I get it, but from what I see right now and the actions that are taking place, I don't see him following through on that promise right now. I just don't see it. I'm sorry, but the shareholders have got him. He is bought. He is paid for. He is turning into a neocon, and I hope it's not true. I hope he makes a turn. But from right now, from my perspective, he is just like the rest. He is a corporatist and a neocon. That's it. He's like Obama. He's like Bush. He's like Clinton. He's like Bush Sr. He's like Reagan. He's like the rest of them.
And I would disagree with you because in 43 years of
and
life,
and that's fine. I agree. Listen, I respect your opinion.
More filibustering.
Yeah. I do, man. I do. I'm serious. I do.
And I would say that no, I disagree with you because
no,
in 43 years of life,
but I respect
in 43 years of life, I've seldom ever seen a politician take office and do what they actually said they were going to do. This is one of the rare times I've ever seen that. It's one of the few times I've ever seen when the guy, a lot of what he said he was going to do, he's actually doing. But it seems to me that you're expecting this guy to sew it all up in a year and a half.
No.
That's what it sounds like.
No. He ran on this promise, and he says, all I have to do is make a phone call, and it's going to be over overnight. I have to do is make a phone call. Like he's just empty promises after empty promises, and that's it. Listen.
Nah, I
I
disagree.
get what you're
The
saying. I get what
border,
you're saying.
the
But
a secure border was not an empty premise.
no,
That
no,
was
no.
not an
I'm
empty
not, listen,
promise.
I'm not saying everything. Okay, I'm not trying to throw the baby out with the bathwater here. I'm really not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. But from my perspective right now, this guy seems like a neocon. He seems like everybody else, and I don't know. The jury's out. Like, I don't know if I can trust this dude to do the right thing. That's it.
Well, I don't trust anybody all that fucking much, to be honest with you, let alone
Yeah, but
him.
that's
But
a very
all I'm saying,
convenient. That's a very convenient
all
thing to
I'm
say
saying
right
is,
now.
of all these different politicians that I've seen take office, like I said, this is one of the few who I actually saw do what he said he was going to do.
People
very
are not
early.
doing what they're supposed to be doing right now, and a lot of people are dying.
Hey, those people were dying in the previous
I know.
administration. He's
Listen,
not fucking
I
Gandalf.
get it. I'm not. Listen, I'm making a joke here. Come on. Like, I'm
I'm,
trying to
I'm
be a
just,
little.
like,
I'm trying to take
I'm
the.
just saying.
I'm trying to take the
Yeah, but
the
there's
foot
yeah,
off the
but look,
gas here.
look. Listen,
Taking the
all I'm
foot off the
saying is,
gas, bro.
I'm not the hard like, bro. I'm really not even a fucking Republican, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Right?
no, listen, I'm not
I
either.
just,
I'm
I
not,
just
I'm,
think,
I'm
I just
neither
think they're
party.
a little less crazy than the people on the left
Yep.
right
Yep.
now.
Yeah, no. Hey, listen, I agree with you on that point. I definitely, I've been seeing this whole thing go down ever since George Floyd thing. It definitely changed my perspective on how the left is handling it and how sort of like cocooned they've been. Like, they've been just surrounded by people that think the way they do, and that's it. You know, it's been a problem.
Okay, Don Juan said, as a vet, the VA has been better with
That's
Trump.
one person's opinion,
That's
and
his
that's his
perspective.
perspective, and that's great. I'm
That's his
glad that VA's been
perspective.
better for you. It's
You
not.
know?
It's not for a lot of people. It's not.
Fuck.
You
I
know,
mean, I'm
you
sure
know.
I get maybe it depends on where you live too. You know, some states have more, better funding. I don't know. I who knows? But across the board, I don't know. The data suggests that it is not as good as it could be.
When I
It's not
see
as good
when
as
I
it could be.
see when I see the crackdown in Minneapolis, well, really the crackdown that's coming, because it's not just Minneapolis, it's spread across much further than that. And when I see that, well, it's confirmation of what I thought the last 4 years. That's that's what I was looking for. If anybody's been bought,
What are you saying? The confirmation.
I felt that the Democratic Party was working in tandem with foreign governments to destabilize this country's infrastructure. I've said
That's been
that
going
over
on
and
for a long
over.
time. That has been going on for a long time.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing for the first time this administration is getting to the bottom of it. And that was also what they ran on: auditing government, seeing where the money is going. If you're worried about our tax dollars being all tied up in Ukraine and being all tied up in Israel, they're also tied up in all this bullshit the Democrats put
of course,
into.
they are
Billions of dollars.
and that's the thing. I mean, an audit of where the money is going is fantastic, and I think for what it's worth, Elon Musk and that crowd try to get that going, and I think that maybe it was on its way to working well, and the shareholders just didn't want to have that happen, because then they would expose a lot of ugly truth.
I would ask, where is it not going? I mean, where is it not going well?
I don't know.
More is coming out. More is,
yeah.
At this point,
know,
at this point, I half expect to see Tim Waltz in handcuffs. At this point, it's looking like Ilhan about to get. I don't know. I don't want to jump to conclusions, but it does look a certain way. It does look a certain way based on what is coming out. It's not made up. These are not my deluded perspectives. I'm just going off of the information that's being made available.
Right.
And it paints the picture that I already had in my mind. No decision coming from the left is in the best interests of the American people. And you cannot convince me of otherwise.
A lot of them are not. A lot of them are not. There are some. I'm not going to throw the baby out with the bathwater here, because there are some things that the left has managed to accomplish that are actually good social programs that I will never disregard. But when it comes down to it, it could, with the money that we're seeing, or with the money that the government is seeing, it could be a lot better for us. it could be a lot. We could be a more stable country. We could have less civil unrest. We have a lot of that. We have a lot of division here, and I think that the money that is being spent by the right and the left to divide us further is damaging to the country and to the American people. I think that's pretty bad. I think those kind of things are fucking just wild and out of control to keep us fighting against each other. Listen, Jules, I think that you and I probably, and most of you guys on the panel, probably have a lot of the same interest and a lot of the same. We would like to see the country in a similar place, like to be in a similar place. You know, I think a lot of us want the same thing. You know, I don't want to be arguing with somebody over like schematics. Like, this is, come on.
No,
Like,
I
what are we
mean,
doing?
no. I mean, go ahead, undefeated, because I'm gonna go get some raisin bread.
Yo, shit's about to get worse because I think Trump said that he's about to hit the cartels of Mexico, which fuck, we need that shit. We really
I
do.
mean,
Mexico can't do
it's
it.
true. Ed Calderon was a former federale and DEA agent, and he said that the only way that shit's going to stop down there is by America. America has to make it stop
They
first.
don't.
And that's it.
Me-
We can end it. We have the
yeah,
power to end it, and
that's
I agree with you. I think
Mexico.
that shit's got to stop.
Mexico, they say they will, but they're not. Every president does the same shit. They're gonna be hard on fucking corruption, hard on the narcos. They don't. They don't. They just.
Yo, serious question for both of you guys. Do
Mm.
you really think it's going to stop when America is the biggest consumer of the product?
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
Like,
That's the
it's
thing.
never going to
I don't
stop
know.
That's
unless
Yeah.
that
you want my
changes.
honest opinion? I don't know who in this government, because this has always been my perspective on the cartels. I don't know who in this government is working with them, but this government is working with them. Rest
oh
assured.
yeah,
Oh
How
yeah,
could
of
it not
course.
be? How could it not be?
It's been working with them. I mean,
bro. The fact
our government's been working with them in tandem with like human trafficking, running drugs across like all
didn't they
kinds
The
of
the
fucking
only the
find
only
all
the
kinds of
only
shit.
way that you could get me to believe, because I saw what he said, undefeated,
yeah.
that they're going to go after the cartels in Mexico. And the only way it works out in my mind, where you mean business and you're serious, is because you have something better now. I don't know what it is to replace that revenue stream. Like, you can't convince me of otherwise. The American government works with those cartels. They absolutely
They
do. There's
absolutely do.
no
They
they
absolutely
absolutely
listen.
do.
The CIA has been aiding this. I mean, they got caught. They got caught years ago. The Iran Contra scandal led to the scandal in with the Contras and the Sandinistas. Like, listen, we got drugs here imported by the CIA. Like, the CIA has been doing this shit.
Didn't they find coke last year when Biden was in office
Where
in
did
the
they find
fucking
it? Where did they
I heard
find
some
it?
shit like I
they
heard some
they
shit
found
like
In the
that.
Oval Office?
yeah they
It was
found
probably
like they
Hunter
found
Biden's.
it was probably his Joe. It was probably his son's
Probably
Hey,
Hunter's.
Exactly.
Hunter. Yeah.
wasn't that why Manuel Noriega got taken away to jail though? Like, for a while there, he was like playing ball with us and ratting on the competition, and then all of a sudden he stopped playing ball, and our government basically said, "Come here, you're done."
Well, country, that's pretty much been the fucking way it works in all of Central and South America.
In the Middle East too.
America
In the
funds a
Middle
lot of
East.
these fucking dictators, and then as soon as they're not playing ball, they fucking get rid of them.
Look what they did to
Yep.
Saddam Hussein. Look what they did to him. The
Get
U.S.
down
put
or
him
lay
in
down.
power. The U.S. put that guy in power, and then he thought, "Oh, I can do whatever the fuck I want."
Well, I
And
heard that with Saddam, he was
Yeah.
planning to get off the dollar, and they basically nabbed him.
no,
and
that was
said,
Muammar
"You're not."
Gaddafi. That was Muammar Gaddafi. That was
Oh,
Muammar
that
Gaddafi.
was
Yeah,
Gaddafi.
that was
Yeah,
Muammar
you're
Gaddafi.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll try to make this as simple as possible. The only way I would believe that he's willing to get rid of the cartels at this point is because they have big plans. That's the only way that makes sense to me. You have something else you want to put in place of that. I don't know what it is. I'm not the smartest guy. But the only way you could convince me that you're really going to take on the cartels with the intention of taking them out, you or somebody else has big plans for Mexico. You must, if you're going to finally get rid of them.
Well, they did find
Well,
that big ass cave full of lithium for the batteries. They just
you
call
know,
it a spade a spade.
like Venezuela, that there was, I mean, aside aside from the oil, it was just strategic because of Russia and China, you know, and it was and the canal. So there was a lot more to it than just oil.
Yeah.
In that, I mean,
The
and
oil
I
is
understand why.
a plus. The oil is a, but you can't pretend the oil is a big plus. They've got more.
Well, no shit.
Bro, they've got more oil than Saudi, bro. Okay, Venezuela has more oil than Saudi. That's a pretty big fucking plus. It's our oil.
Yeah, they are a big oil reserve in the Americas. They have so much of that natural resource that, I mean, it won't run out for another, like, I don't know, estimated, and I may be wrong, but the estimated number of when that oil tap could run out is another 200 years with our consumption right now.
That's fucking beautiful.
That's trillions of dollars. I mean, upon trillions and trillions of dollars right there.
I look at that as a good thing. I'll say I look at that as a good thing. I have a vision of Mexico. I hope I live long enough to see it, because I have a vision of Mexico. I've had this sneaking suspicion that Mexico will become a powerhouse in the next 50 to 100 years.
I mean, yeah, it's been on the verge of that, but they have a huge problem that a lot of investors have been backing out of, and that's the fact that Mexico City is slowly sinking, and that could pose a big problem for industry there. So they are moving out of it, and now that we're more remote, our businesses are more remote now, it's not as big of a concern, but that did stifle their growth for a while.
I was hearing something that like Mexico might be having water issues in the future too. Did you guys hear anything about that?
They could. Yeah, they could. Okay, so what was suggested by a couple senators in Texas and some of the bordering states was to cut off a water supply. Now, the water supply comes from Canada, goes through the U.S. down to Mexico, and a lot of cities thrive on rivers. They build cities by rivers. If they don't, they're kind of screwed. But in this case, like Saudi Arabia is one of those places that has no rivers running through it, but they have so much money that they do ocean purification. So they purify the water, and their plants are running 24/7. But in Mexico, they don't do that because they have a lot of running water, and that's where listen, Mexico and California feed the rest of the U.S. with agriculture. Like we supply the most crops, right? And Mexico does too. So without that could really hurt them a lot. Yeah. So I don't know what they have worked out, but you don't own water. Nobody owns running water.
No.
So, that was a hard one to pass or to get through. Like,
I get the impression, I don't know, I just kind of get the impression that somebody's got a vision for Mexico, and part of that vision involves getting rid of the cartels, getting rid of the old guard.
Fellas.
Nobody ever, because nobody ever wanted to take them on before, but that they could have. Biden, Bush, anybody could have made the decision to say, hey, let's get rid of the cartels. This guy wants to get rid of them, and I don't think, if he does want to get rid of them, because, people say things, people say shit. If they really want to do that, there must be a reason, and it's not, it's something,
I wish I knew more about what's going on down there. A lot of the info that I read about is kind of outdated now. So, and it's always changing. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they're going to do with the cartels. Like Ed Calderon had it on the nose with the fact that it's going to stop, but it's going to have to stop by U.S. intervention, and that's it. That's the only. We're the only
honestly, people, that's the only way. We're the only ones with the firepower to do it.
Exactly. We're the only ones with the power and the authority and the finance to do it. And I don't know what we're getting.
But like I asked you guys earlier, if we are the biggest consumers of those products, how do you stop people from consuming it?
How do you stop it? Like,
yeah.
Listen. No, listen. You mean how do you stop the U.S. from buying them? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Like,
No. How do you, like, the government's obviously benefiting from this whole thing. So, how are you going to stop this? You have to chop off the heads of whoever is
invested. And that's why I keep coming back to my original point. this is obviously a cash crop for not just
Exactly.
for them,
The
for
war on
us
drugs is a
too.
complete joke.
It's a cash crop for
Yeah, exactly.
us as much as it is for them.
Yeah,
So
it's a
the only
complete
way I
joke.
could see you burning down your cash crop is it that you have something better in mind?
What is that?
No, you know what?
I
They
don't
could do?
know. And
Yeah,
that's
Jules,
the question,
I don't know
Don.
either.
That's the
Like,
question.
okay,
That's the
I have
question.
a theory.
The one
Jules.
thing-
what's better?
hold on,
What's better than the situation?
Hold on. The one thing that they could do, and this is just theory, and it's like kind of like what they did in the UK with heroin, is like basically took over and regulate shit. And
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
They still distribute it to people, but it's regulated and probably like taxed and all the
everything,
rest.
yeah.
So,
The same way they're doing with marijuana, they're gonna do with everything
Yeah,
else.
but you know what? You're going to open up that too. What's going to happen there is that you can regulate it, you can tax it, and everything, but it's going to take a while for it to smooth out because even right now with marijuana, the taxes are so high and the businesses are having a hard time staying open because
That's
of
very
the taxes.
interesting.
So
Wait, listen. Luis Mosqueda said, when I visited Mexico City, I was surprised to see so many Asians. My girlfriend said they aren't tourists; they live here and they're buying property.
Yeah, well, there's
China,
a lot of Asian in Mexico because of the railroads. I mean, that's a given.
Jules, historically, Mexico has had a lot of Asian immigrants. They had a lot of Chinese immigrants back in the 1800s, and they've also had a lot of Japanese immigrants as well. So that's nothing new.
Yeah.
So Luis Mosqueda is touching on something that a lot of people have known has been going on.
Yeah. Different reasons why. They're like the biggest reason I know why is because of the railroads.
And for the Japanese immigrants is that Japan has built auto manufacturing factories in Mexico. So they've had their employees go there, and then them motherfuckers start living there, and they establish themselves as citizens.
They like it because of the weather, and they
So pretty soon you're gonna see a bunch of Felipe Inues fighting in the boxing ring.
No wonder Japan has a cholo culture now.
Oh shit! He said Felipe Inui, bro. That's fucking perfect. Oh shit!
I'm gonna be like George Lopez, Jules. He's half Mexican, he's half Japanese. He can't get hurt.
Hey yo, B. Oh shit! But I don't. I just have this. I've had this. I would say I've had this vision of Mexico the last 3 years, that it may become a technological marvel. I don't know where it comes from. You know what I mean? I have a suspicion, and when I see that they're saying, "Oh, you're going to take on the cartels now," what are you going to replace them with? Because this is a massive cash crop you'd be getting rid of.
It's gonna have to be something huge that the metrics will surpass anything that the cartels could bring anybody in terms of finance. Like it's gotta be huge.
Yeah, no such thing as a free lunch, Don. I always say it all the time.
They gotta replace it.
You're not getting rid of them for nothing. If you are getting rid of them,
if they're gonna turn off that water tap, they're gonna have to replace it with like a gushing waterfall of wealth, of money.
Yeah, how do you replace $1 billion fucking illegal business? That's crazy.
Same fucking question I got. Money that you can't tax. Money you don't tax it. You know
exactly.
What I mean? Billions
of dollars.
It's got to be huge. Whatever it is, whatever they've got planned. I don't know. I wish I knew more, but I don't know anything about that stuff. Like, damn, that's just crazy.
Smoke a cigarette. I'll be right back.
All right, you guys. I'm getting out of here. I'll see you guys later.
Peace.
All right, Don. Have a good one. What's up, AJ? Where you been, man?
What was that?
AJ, where you been?
Oh.
Well, he was here.
Who's that? Who's that, country?
AJ jumped on the live, but I guess he jumped off.
Yeah, I saw him. He jumped on for a little bit.
Yeah, I can't wait till we start seeing Felipe Inui's country. They're coming, watch, because these dudes are having kids with Mexican women, so it's only a matter of time.
Motherfucking Jose Fujiyama and shit.
Yep.
Jesus Rodriguez.
You're gonna see Miguel fucking
Elite.
Otani fighting.
Yep.
Machius Lopez.
Kenji Rodriguez and shit.
Yep.
Junto Valenzuela.
And those are the ones with only one last name. Wait till they start breaking into the multiple last names.
Oh no shit. Yeah. Fucking, you're gonna see Caesar Hasagawa Martinez.
Hey, you see them sprinkling their Day of the Dead bread with sesame seed and shit. Fuck. Danny Lopez says Noya Esparza.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, for real, it's coming. Watch, we're gonna see it.
Maybe it's the fact that we have no boxing this weekend, but that now looking at it, that's not a bad fight for this weekend.
Which one is that? Is that Cabiel?
Oh, that one too. I forgot about that one. But I'm talking about the pay-per-view one. That's not
Oh,
ain't paying for that
about
shit.
Subriel and Dalton.
Yeah.
It's $60. Fuck out of here. They can eat a dick.
They're tripping.
Yeah,
What?
that's some bullshit.
What? Man, they're gonna need them. They're gonna need the PVC current for that fucking arena.
Yeah, no shit.
The audacity, bro, $60.
But I mean, are we honestly surprised though, considering, like Jules said, these motherfuckers paid so much money to win the rights to promote that fight, and they did such a terrible job of promoting it. They got to make their money somehow.
Yep.
I hate to ask, but does anybody know who's on the undercard?
There's a couple of decent fights, but there ain't nothing like big. Like they have fucking this fool, the one that used to have a title at 118. Emmanuel Rodriguez is fighting on it, and then they got what's that other dude's name? There's another guy who's kind of like a prospect from Puerto Rico.
Edgar Berlanga.
No, hell no. It's not that motherfucker. That motherfucker is out vacationing somewhere, taking a victory lap, even though he lost. No, Emmanuel Rodriguez, and then there's a couple. Oh, Alfred. Remember the guy that fought Broner a few years ago? Alfred Santiago?
Damn.
That motherfucker's on the undercard, and there's a couple other dudes, but there ain't no super competitive fights other than the main event.
It's like, damn, bro. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, you got to remember, it's fresh promotions. Those dudes don't have a bunch of guys signed to their roster, so you knew they were fucking gonna put on a bullshit undercard.
They gotta be doing something illegal. Like
that shit about to go triple pubic hair.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still fucking convinced that Daniel Kinahan floated the money to Fresh Promotions. Right, country?
Country
gotta wash the drug money somehow.
Yep.
Okay, but do y'all know how exactly they wash the money?
Bro, I'm sure Kinahan has so-called legit fronts as businesses. I'm sure that's how the motherfucker's probably pushing a lot of his money that people think it's clean. He's got to. What other way can you wash money other than through quote-unquote legitimate businesses?
Yeah, they cook the books.
Yeah.
Oh, we made it. We made this quarter, that quarter.
Yeah, like, oh, we got
goddamn thing.
We got car washes, we got restaurants, we got fucking nightclubs. I'm sure that's how he's doing it.
Yeah, we got maintenance checks. We need new vehicles. New machines
exactly.
In here.
Like they run fucking car rental companies, fucking construction, all that shit.
They got layering centers for children.
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, I was watching that shit. They were asking one of the Haitian dudes, and that dude had like
Somali.
$2,000 glasses on. Like, hey yo, like
Yeah, the Somali.
damn.
We got I think $2,800 sun glasses. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? You can't be
Ooh.
serious, and they are. Oh, my favorite part is when they try to fake somebody breaking into their daycare center and only taking the paperwork. But you see the wall, but when they show the wall, you see like, yo, somebody was in here trying to break down the wall to make it look like somebody was trying to break from the outside of the damn wall. Like, y'all can't be this fucking stupid to think we're gonna believe this, right?
Like, come on, bro. Especially with them glasses he had on. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here.
Who?
That Somali
Are we talking
dude
about
from
the Quality Learning Center?
Oh,
yeah.
oh my. The quality lyric. Yo,
Oh shit!
I can't. No,
That
I
was one of the. Oh, go ahead, man.
I can't. No, I can't. I just can't get over that situation in Minneapolis. For me personally, is confirmation of what I've thought all along, that the Democratic Party is. I think that there's a lot of things that are going to come out, Mr. T, but there are a
Treason.
lot of things. Yeah, and I think that there are a lot of things that aren't. My question now is, how much of this will they share with us? How deep the corruption goes? Because
Enough to benefit themselves.
yeah, enough to try to make themselves look good. That makes sense. Because I think
Hey, we're not corrupt. They're corrupt, even though they're
That shit
corrupt.
was funny as fuck when the dude was talking about, oh, they broke in and stole our documents. Talk about a dog ate my homework excuse. Yeah, like
you know,
Yeah, they took
bro.
everything. Yeah, they took that, but left everything else. Like, come on.
yeah.
It's
Out
like
of-
it's like
out of all-
that.
dog, who breaks? No, because who even breaks into a fucking daycare? For what? Toys?
Yeah.
Juice boxes?
Meanwhile,
Ritz crackers?
you see the expensive pair of
It was
sunglasses.
Rolly Romero. He was there to steal all the crayons, Jules.
Probably. That actually makes. Where was Rolly at the time?
Rolly had the color in his title belt, man. Come on, give him a break.
Yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Rolly and Daniel Dubois.
You know what I mean? But I honestly believe, and we'll see if it pans out. We'll see if what I think pans out. But I honestly think it's really bad. It's worse than we know.
Bad.
I think it's worse than we know. Remember, Tim Walz was trying to be the vice president of Kamala Harris.
Dude, could
Tim
you
Walz.
imagine if he would have ended up our
Oh,
vice
God.
president, man? Oh my God, that would have been bad.
I mean, if he,
Jesus
I mean,
fuck.
think of just think of this is what was going on in Minneapolis during your watch. This is what was going on. If she would have won and you would have been VP, what else would have been going on?
They would have swept it under the rug, and by the time we found out, we'd be in a shithole.
No, see, I don't. In other words, a lot of people are focusing on the money aspect of it because of the vast sums of cash. I don't think that was the end game. Like, no, that's
No, I don't mean money wise. I mean society wise. This shit would have been like you ever played GTA San Andreas when it had the fucking riots, things on fire,
Yeah.
people rioting,
Yeah.
people burning. It's that type of
Yeah.
shit.
We'd be
yeah,
living in that shit.
fucking escape
The
from
Purge.
LA type shit. I really believe that. Or at least that's what my gut tells me. That,
Fucking Death Wish type environment.
Yeah, that's what my gut tells me. That what these guys are agents of chaos, working with a foreign government to destabilize this one's infrastructure, city by city. I don't like the guy, so that really doesn't help it. But I think Gavin Newsom is very much all tied up into this. You can't convince me of otherwise. There's no decision this man has ever made.
No, I forgot
that was in the best. Go ahead.
I forgot this.
No,
My bad.
let me
Hold
offer
on,
you.
hold on. Let me do it. I forgot to send you something on Twitter, but apparently he's prohibiting people from investigating daycares in his area and all that other shit. And he's making excuses. Yeah. So they on his ass. And like I sent you. Country, come on, country. Let me.
Oh, go ahead, man. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Nah, go for it. You go for it.
I just wanted to offer some proof. When a certain particular world leader came to visit San Francisco, who did he clean up for?
Bro, that was some bullshit.
Country,
the leader
right?
of China. He don't do that for
Right?
nobody, but the leader of China comes there and he's
country, you on all these lives. Who have I been saying I think is trying to destabilize this government's infrastructure?
The
China.
Chinese.
Yep.
Who would stand to benefit from our collapse? Yeah, we could name a bunch of people,
Chinese.
but my gut tell it's China. They have the money, they have the resources.
Yo, Jules, the thing is, I was just gonna say really quick. The problem is that yes, I'm sure that the Chinese are doing their damnedest to try to infiltrate the country, but they did a report not too long ago, a few months ago, where American reporters went into fucking China, and honestly, they're in trouble, Jules, economically, and in other parts, they're struggling like a motherfucker.
Listen, you're singing to the choir. I literally said that while China, when Chan was here and we were talking, Chan, she was on her anti-America rant, and I told her that no, we can beat China. Are you nuts? If it's us and China, yeah, we can beat. They have their own problems that people aren't aware of because they spend so much time talking about us. But China has their own economic instability. It has something to do with ghost cities. That's all I remember. Because they got these ghost cities around China that they built up. Nobody lives in them. I forgot what it was, but it's sort of a scheme built on top of a scheme. And they've got their own problems. And that's the moral of the story, that they do have their own problems. However, when I see who would stand to benefit from our economic collapse, who would benefit most from that? China, we're their biggest competition.
They're paying the Twitch streamers too. Like you seeing, like I've been seeing a bunch of Twitch streamers. Oh, China's like, oh, okay. I know what happened to your bitch ass, especially the one that shot his dog.
Exactly. And I believe it's not to me, it's a personal belief. I could be wrong. I'm not fucking Nostradamus, but I believe they already infiltrated this government. And the reason you're seeing this aggressive push from this administration, the things you're seeing has everything to do with that, to clean up that mess and apprehend those individuals that have been working with them. See, to me, they already know all this stuff. To me, they know all this stuff already. But this is what they have to tell us. Because how would it look that the American government was so easily infiltrated by the Chinese? What you're seeing on the campuses, what you're seeing, this
infiltration is a light.
Think about it. Socialism.
It was just sold.
When the fuck did socialism start trending so much among the young?
That whole cleaning up the city, that was in San Fran, right?
Yeah.
Bro, if I'm a resident of that city, I'm fucking pissed. Why do y'all do this shit for a visiting president, but not for us?
Yeah, but he only did it for one. He wouldn't do it for anybody else that visited. Just freaking Ping or whatever.
That's some bullshit.
I'm trying to tell you. Look, maybe time will prove me right. Maybe time will prove me right, and it will all come out. But look, man, where the shit is at, I really wouldn't be surprised if Tim Walz gets locked up or Gavin Newsom. I wouldn't.
They're already going to indict his ass. He's already up for indictment.
Nothing I've seen, and that's just those two guys. You understand? That's just those two guys because they're plenty
going
more.
For Gavin Newsom too.
Nothing I've seen from them has been in the best interests of the American people. Their nothing at all. It's like you're deliberately doing everything backwards. Like, bro, who are you doing all this stuff for? Because it's not for the American people. We'll see if it comes out. What I think. We'll see if it comes out that these guys are traitors. They're Benedict Arnold. They're treason. Yeah,
Yep.
We'll see. On that note, I'm going to fucking sleep.
Billion.
Facts. Good night, fellas.
Peace, Jules, aka Felipe Inouye.
Oh shit.